Well, folks, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome to SKTV. Welcome to SKTV Live. Um, Happy weekend. Happy weekend. Um, we are here today. Milpo will be joining us any moment from now. Sekou will be joining us. As you join us, let us know where you're following us from. Please, let's share the show. A lot to talk about today. Um, let's share the show. Let us know where you're following us from, please. In the meantime, I have a song here that I want to play for all of us as we're getting started. When you come on, let us know where you're joining us from. Share the show. Let's play this song really quick because this song, let us know where you're following us from, please. Let us know. Let's play this song really quick. This song has been very intriguing to me. Very funny, very interesting. But I want you to listen to the wordings. Let us know where you're following us from, folks. Share the show, and share the show. Good afternoon, good morning. Let us know where you're joining us from. I want you to listen to this song. I'll be right here. I'm not going anywhere, but I want you to listen to this song.
If like my boom making you fire, hold it, yeah. Anything you into, hold it, yeah. Now Osmo giving you my, hold it, yeah. Anything you into, hold it, yeah. If that my story can put all your breath, hold it, yeah. Olive, anything you into, hold it, yeah. If she cooking and giving you food, hold it, yeah. Anything you into, hold it, yeah.
Folks, please share the show. Um, today's today's edition, we're not getting very We're not getting there yet. We talk about Liberian politics. Share the show, folks. Let us know where you're following from. I want you to listen to this song very keenly and carefully. This particular song, I want you to listen to it. Please don't get there. Don't say, oh, this song you're promoting. Just listen to it. Listen to the song. The song is my holy tech. So just listen to the song. Don't come with emotion and feeling. Enjoy the song. Listen, sometimes you just need to relax your body. Yeah, you can take the politics, did it too much. So Jim Beyonce, he said you watching us from New Jersey, you watching us from Saudi, Wawa, the gossip Wawa. Anyway, everything is up today. The song. Today we'll be having fun. The show, I know the show. But please don't get there. Listen to the song. Listen to the song as we get ready. Listen to the song. Please don't get there. Just listen to the song. Enjoy the show. Yeah, that how cool show today for once. Yeah, those who in Neutralville, like Eugenia, y'all listen to this song too. They say I'm a holy tech. Y'all listen to the wedding. Yeah.
If like my boom making you fire, hold it, yeah. Anything you into, hold it, yeah. Now Osmo giving you my, hold it, yeah. Anything you into, hold it, yeah. If that my story can put all your breath, hold it, yeah. Olive, anything you into, hold it, yeah. If she cooking and giving you food, hold it, yeah. Anything you into, hold it, yeah. I say I thought you, I thought you, I thought you. I say I thought you, I thought you, I thought you. The way eat where you, drink where you, the drag where you, boy, you not know that. The way eat where you, drink where you, the drag where you, boy, you not know that. If I'm a boom making you fire, hold it, yeah. anything you into, hold it there. Now Osmo giving you my hold it there. Anything you into, hold it there. Say, if I'm a story can put all your brow, hold it there. Olive, anything you into, hold it there. If she cooking and giving you food, hold it there. Anything you into, hold it there. I say, I thought you, I thought you, I thought you. I say, I thought if like my boom making you fire, hold it there. Anything you into, hold it there. Now Osmo giving you my hold it there. Anything you into, hold it there. Say, if I'm a story can put all your brow, hold it there. Olive, anything you into, hold it there. If she cooking and giving you food, hold it there. Anything you into, hold it there. I say, I thought you, I thought you, I thought you. I say, I thought you, I thought you, I thought you. They will eat with you, drink with you, they drag with you, but you don't know that. They will eat with you, drink with you, they drag with you, but you don't know that. If I'm a boom making you fire, hold it there. Anything you into, hold it there. Now Osmo giving you my hold it there. Anything you into, hold it there. Say, if I'm a story can put all your brow, hold it there. Olive, anything you into, hold it there. If she cooking and giving you food, hold it there. Anything you into, hold it there. I say, I thought you, I thought you.
Well, folks, the song says, hold it there, and hold it there. Let's share the show, folks. We have a lot to talk about. We haven't even gotten all the news yet. I just want to make sure you listen to the song. Hold it there. Some people, y'all shouldn't be getting vests. There are a lot of things going on around the world. There are a lot of things happening. The word is moving forward. The word is ahead of all of us. The word is now waiting for us. So please share the show. Please, let's share the show. Regardless of your political party, you're welcome on SKTV, as you already know. You're welcome. Some of the things that are going on, we don't have to tell you. You're aware of it. We speak to some of them. Some of the things that are happening behind closed doors that you're not aware of. We'll also try our best to speak to some of them. So, hey, either way you put it, we are here to do what we're supposed to do. It's been a busy, very, very busy week. Let's share the show. Today is the last Saturday in October. Very interesting time. It's the last Saturday in October. Can you imagine? October is almost over. We're waiting for Melbourne here, but I think Melbourne's in the back. October is almost over. We're headed for November, December. My Christmas on all of you. Let's bring Melbourne on really quick.
We have dream, sometimes the dream scare you or something happening behind the scene, or I don't know how come, but sometimes the dream is just some kind of thing. But anyway, thanks to all of you. So to try to link up with my bastard brother, even though he threw me away. but no problem. We stay here. We stay moving very
Yeah,
strong.
My Christmas
I
on you, my
can't
man.
wait. I don't know what happened to the team, man.
My
Yeah,
Christmas, my
man.
New Year on you, my man.
Don't ever JT, bro. Don't ever cheat. Don't ever cheat.
Man,
I
my
can't
Christmas, my
wait.
New Year on you.
Yeah. What kind of,
So, folks, while
what
Melbourne is
happened to
setting
the
up,
day? I can't wait. You
while
talking about
Melbourne is
get
setting
you.
up, I think Melbourne need to know what's going on. Melbourne, while you are setting up
So
really
this
quick,
break.
Melbourne setting up with some African songs or music. Let's share the show, folks, please. Really quick, while Melbourne is setting up, we have just a lot of work. We'll bring you other news really quick around the world. We will mute Melbourne for now till he gets settled in here. Let's share the show, please. We're looking forward to a very interesting and engaging conversation here today. Again, there is a lot going on. There is a lot going on, especially around the world. But I will play the music one more time. Melbourne, are you there? Are you set? Melbourne. Melbourne playing different music, darling. Melbourne. Folks, let's allow Melbourne to get ready really quick in the back there. Before we bring Melbourne on really quick, let's go back to our music today. Help us to share the show, please. Let's play this music one more time. Let's play this music one more time.
If like my boom making you fire, hold it, yeah. Anything you into, hold it, yeah. Now what's more giving you my, hold it, yeah. Anything you into, hold it, yeah. Say, if that my story can put all your prayer, hold it, yeah. Olive, anything you into, hold it, yeah. If she cooking and giving you food, hold it, yeah. Anything you into, hold it, yeah. I talk to you. 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 They will eat with you, drink with you, they drag with you, but you not know that. They will eat with you, drink with you, they drag with you, but you not know that. If I'm a boom making you fire, hold it, yeah. Anything you into, hold it, yeah. Now what's more giving you my, hold it, yeah. Anything you into, hold it, yeah. Say, if that my story can put all your prayer, hold it, yeah. Olive, anything you into, hold it, yeah. If she cooking and giving you food, hold it, yeah. Anything you into, hold it, yeah.
Okay, folks, we will see if we can reconnect with Melbourne here really quick. As you heard the song, Hold It There. Y'all decide to hold it there. Your friend has said to hold it there too, then you're there. What is going on? We'll talk about it today. Anyway, let's bring Melbourne on real quick. Melbourne, are you good? Melbourne, we good?
Yes, I'm doing great. Thank God, I'm okay.
Yeah, but Melbourne, the song that we're playing, you hear the song, my man, the song. My man, you've been messing out on something. The song not easy. Maybe I need to play the song so you can hear it.
What are you talking? What? Something is talking behind you, please.
That's why I say now. The song talking, the song still talking. You want me to play the song again so you can hear it?
Something is talking behind you, like something or Judah talking behind you.
Oh, my man, leave that thing, man. Forget that thing. By
the way, I'll be here. Let me say, yeah, indeed. Let me say the pleasant good evening to you and to all of you. I don't know how come, but I miss all of you. All of the.
My man, My man.
Something happening behind you, Steve. You gotta really observe that, please.
My man, nothing happening behind me. Do that thing. Don't bring noise here. Forget that thing. Okay, I think Joseph Kwe don't need to be here. You don't call me dog. You don't need to be here. Go somewhere else with your frustration and your bad luck. Today, we're enjoying ourselves. We carry your food. We send you for safekeeping. Yeah, Nestor, I know Nestor saying they'll be us today. We're talking the be us today. But anyway, Melbourne, my man, you gotta listen to the song before we get to the show today. Quick. Let's play it one more time. I'm playing the song, Ali. You don't even check, brother. Don't check. That song about playing it live. Forget it. That song about gotta play. Everybody gotta hold it there. It's not easy. Christmas coming. You won't hold it down, but you will lose it. I beg you. The time busy, let I also be checking. The time too busy. The time very, very busy. All your politics thing what you're doing, the time too busy. Like you so forget about yourself. Don't even sleep on yourself. All my board and they already know what time we on. They know what's going on. Anyway, folks, right after this music, we'll be getting strictly into other news. We hear from Milton, but let's take a little sound bite from this song again. This song, that's something else. What kind of song here, so? This song, Melbourne. So let me play the song for 1 second, please.
Yes, play the song because there are a lot of Chamo that are listening and
yeah, my man, I don't know about that one. Let's play the song. Leave that thing. Open ground, leave that thing. Yeah, leave it.
If like my boom making you fire, hold it there. Anything you into, hold it there. Now Osmo giving you my hold it there. Anything you into, hold it there. If I'm a story, can put all your prayer, hold it there. Olive, anything you into, hold it there. If she cooking and giving you food, hold it there. Anything you into, hold it there. I say I talk to you. I talk to you. I talk to you. I say I talk to you. I talk to you. I talk to you.
Yeah, everyone.
The way eat with you, drink with you, the drag with you, but you don't know that. The way eat with you, drink with you, the drag with you, but you don't know that. If I'm a boom making you fire, hold it there. Anything you into, hold it there. Now Osmo giving you my hold it there. Anything you into, hold it there. If I'm a story, can put all your prayer, hold it there. Olive, anything you into, hold it there. If she cooking and giving you food, hold it there. Anything you into, hold it there.
I beg you, Melbourne, no laugh. Don't even check.
Look.
Anyway, Melbourne, what is going on? My man, I told you this song, a strategic song. This
Indeed.
song, yeah, that song.
Indeed.
This song we'll replay later on. But folks, welcome to SKTV. Welcome this afternoon. You just listened to El Franklin, who was singing a song titled is Holy Dead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they can butter your bread with it.
But enemies they made those to throw you out.
It's more funny.
Look, this is how some of you don't even know how we've been holding. Steve,
leave it. Anyway,
the thing is stepping also, Steve. The thing is really, really disturbing our sound.
Check I think that you for my L.
No, I don't get walking talking. You get maybe that you get walking talking. Check yourself.
No, there is nothing playing in my backyard to be very
okay. Honest. I think okay then, but I think it was. I don't know. Maybe
yeah, but really quick, Milton. Let me greet the people in Liberia really quick. And then you will give us update. We'll get to other news, and we'll get into a very short musical break and be back into the conversation. Sekou will be joining us, folks. Manju Sekou traveled. Sekou is not here. Sekou should be back either today or tomorrow. He hasn't confirmed yet, but he will be back either today or tomorrow. But Melbourne, really quick, today is the 28th of October 2023. The time here is 11:20 a.m. Phoenix, Arizona. At this time of the year, Melbourne, this is the best time to be in the state of Arizona. This is the only state that never changes time. This is also the only state, interestingly, this is also the only state wherein we don't have no snow, we don't do winter and all of that extra stuff. This is the only state, so it's very beautiful out there. We want to say welcome to the show. Those of you following us from Liberia, listening to us on the radio, welcome to SKTV. Today we have a lot to talk about, a lot to unpack. As you can see, the topic: what does endorsement really means? What does it mean? We'll talk about endorsements and what's going on. Some of the plans are in the woodworks. We'll talk about them. But we say quickly, want to turn on to Melbourne. As always, the Liberian people are the most beautiful, are the most important people on earth. But most importantly, the Liberian women are the most beautiful women on earth. That's just a fact. That's why Melbourne, the song say, you my whole tat. And I say my whole Kenyan woman tat. And I say my whole Malian woman tat. It's saying Liberian woman tat. Yeah, whole Liberian woman tat. Don't be funny. I don't yet know what it got. By the way, Melbourne, it's up to you, my man. Update us what's going on in the time.
Thank you. Thank you, Steve. I don't know if you have said since the election, even though we've been posting here and there, we've been communicating. But anyway, thank you so much. Thanks to all of you. To our followers out there, indeed, we miss you people a lot, especially me. Thanks to all of you also for always checking and everything. Indeed, you are. In fact, you are great. Because of you, we are here, and because of us, also, you always there to make sure that you put some fire on our feet to make sure that work. Indeed, thanks to all of you too, the radio listeners. People always checking, calling back to back. Maybe what happened to SK? In fact, what happened? What happened to the show? So indeed, we're back. Sometimes there's some things and you gotta go for a break. But thank you, Steve. Since the election, there have been a lot of things, especially from the runoff. So indeed, there are a lot of endorsements and ceremony that is taking place right now in Liberia. That's one of the biggest things now in Liberia in this runoff between the Unity Party and that of the CDC. In fact, endorsement business now become talk of the time. So people are campaigning bit by bit, but now the social media is flooded with a lot of endorsement wahala that I posted the other time. So one of the bigger news that coming up was Henry Costa pledging his support to the re-election bid of the CDC of President George Manawia, which of course sparked a lot of reactions, a lot of Liberians. Some people say yes, indeed, it worked. Other people say no, that's not the best thing to do. So indeed, there are a lot of things ongoing in Liberia, Steve, and rest of you out there, even though there are other politicians who are still looking at the game, who are still on the fence, thinking that yes, I don't just want to just cross over to see how maybe which side to go. So either let me just remain neutral while other people are jumping from behind the fence, coming straight into the fence. So indeed, campaign activity is ongoing. Campaign started since the 24th of this month. I've been to the mark day 5, if I'm not mistaken, to the mark day 5 of the campaign activities. And yes, so we are seeing the campaign, the momentum, so far so good. We are honest, for me, I can simply tell you that the social media aspect of the entire campaign activities is really bumping than what we're seeing on the ground. So right now, on the ground, what's going on now is that when you pass places, you only see the CDC heavily campaigning, moving back to back, seeing them, moving from place to place with their vehicles and so forth. And also they were having their thank you rally that were on Wednesday so far. And so these are things that are really going on in a runoff. And Steve and the rest of you out there, my people, those of you who have been following us and who are still following us. So these are happening in Liberia. The runoff indeed is really, 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 really moving with a lot of endorsements.
The runoff is really moving with lots of endorsements. Well, folks, welcome to SKTV this afternoon, wherever you're following us from. We'll have Siku, and hopefully we'll have Monk to join us here, Brazilian Monk, just before we get off on the musical break. But in other news, there are a lot of things going on around the world. Israel is or has invaded Gaza, however you want to term it as. Some people have claimed and have said this has everything to do with biblical predictions or revelations. Milton, I think I'm getting a feedback from you. I think it's from you. Yeah, you're picking up the sound from people over there. Yeah, you see, when I mute you, then we can't hear it. When I mute you, we can't hear it. When I mute Milton, we can't hear it. But when I unmute you, then we can hear the feedback. So I will mute Milton for a second. So folks, a lot of things are happening, like I said, around the world. In other news, the U.S. House of Representatives was in shambles a couple of weeks ago, wherein they ousted the outgoing Speaker of the House a few weeks ago. He got taken and they couldn't figure out what was going on. But on the 25th of October, which was 3 days ago, that would be on Thursday, they finally elected Congressman Mike Johnson from California, District 4, LA, in the LA area. They elected him as the new Speaker of the House. So Mike Johnson is the new Speaker of the House of the United States. Now, speaking of Speaker of the House, Sekou will be here because I think Sekou has a piece on the fight or the battle for the Speaker of the House in Liberia. Very interesting, right? we have some insight on some of the things going on behind closed doors. In other news, also the ALP is set tomorrow to do an endorsement, which they consider to be a gigantic, humongous endorsement. However you want to term it as, we will follow that story, but we'll give you hints on some of the things that are planned and so forth. In other news, we heard Henry Costa coming out of the woodwork. Some people will say he came out of the closet. Very, very interesting. It says he came out of the closet. I don't know. Yes, sorry, you are right. Not from LA. I'm very sorry. It's the state of Louisiana, not LA. Sorry. Louisiana, not LA. I'm very, very sorry. The state of, not California, but from Louisiana, not LA, Louisiana. It's from Louisiana. Mike Johnson is from Louisiana, not California. I'm very, very sorry. I misspoke there. I take it back, and I hope the correction is clear on there. From the state of Louisiana, Henry Costa spoke, and a lot of basically an endorsement. We'll talk about that in just a little bit here. We'll talk about ongoing actions and inactions on what's going on. We are also informed SKTV. Normally, we told you we don't talk social life or other things like that, but we had a judge on this show a few weeks ago, a week or two ago, who was involved with a case, is involved with a case to raise from, he was raising from somewhere in Iowa, the case with Lucas. Just to give you an update, Lucas is out. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about some of these major little things that we have set ourselves off for failure as a nation, as a people. We'll talk about it, but we'll be right back for other news to expand. But before we go for the quick 1-2 minutes break, as the election, the second round draws closer, I want you to listen to this song. Don't forget about this song. Listen to this song.
Lump.
Find a friend like me. Find a friend like me. If you not want betrayal, find a friend like me. Find a friend like me. Find a friend like me. If you not want betrayal, find a friend like me.
Bombe oh, find a friend like me. Bombe jene oh, find a friend like me. Find a friend like me. Find a friend like me.
Hey, see bestie. Your bestie not sweet like my bestie. Your bestie la bestie. Find a friend like me.
I say, see bestie, bestie wanting to wealthy. Fire friend, let me. I say they want me go, I say
Somebody say they want me go, I say Some French girl na Some French girl na Some French girl na French girl na Hey, bestie, the bestie na sweet like my bestie. The bestie la bestie, fire friend let me.
I say, see bestie wanting to heavy. Fire friend, let me.
Fine friend like me. That was the song that was playing. We'll later on bring you Al Franklin. We'll bring you his song later on again. Hold it tight. Hold it tight. Yeah, I see my boy Milborn just smiling. You can understand that the man understand the timing. The men are open grown, so we know what time it is. But folks, it's a good news for the U.S. government to have a speaker at this point. And the reason for that is the House in November definitely got to pass another bill to keep the government open. If not so, I think by November 15 or so, there could possibly be a government shutdown because the budget that was passed initially under the previous speaker was just to keep the government open till the middle of November. So this is huge. But not only that, speaking of the war in Israel, in Gaza, and so forth. Interestingly, President Joe Biden has allocated or has submitted to, the U.S., the House of Representatives or Congress, they'll say here, a couple of billions, in I think 100 and change billion. And I think in the packet, there is 14 billions there for Israel to aid them. So they need Congress, the way it works, they need Congress to pass that money for it to become the money can't go to anybody. Business can't happen, things can't happen unless Congress approves it. In other words, they pass it, the Senate agree, and they move on. Well, I don't know who is this. Hold on one second, Noble. Please start posting your whatever still here. I deleted it. If you try it again, you will get blocked. If you
they're French. I know French.
You put your life together. I know that he or that she need to put your life together. I don't play games.
Seriously, man. You really step.
You want to do business? Someone go to on your page. Any attempt to put any kind of food in there again, so that you can hack people's account.
Mm-hmm.
Any attempt to put that food in there again, you'll be sent to hell. Try me and see. Let's get back to our conversation here, because some people don't get it. They let it test people. So Congress or the House has to approve these bills to pass them. So that means, in other words, for the government to remain open in America, they had to have a leader in the House. They had to. So finally, they have a leader in the House. We'll see who he is. I've really never researched him. I heard about him briefly, but hopefully by tomorrow we get some updates. And we are also looking by tomorrow. We should also have some updates by tomorrow. We should have some updates on the new guy that was nominated to become the new ambassador. Whoever wins the election, the person that will have to work with. This guy, I checked his profile. He's very interesting. Very, very something interesting is happening. Very, very interesting. So we'll talk about it tomorrow. So folks, we'll come back to the new U.S. ambassador tomorrow. What would be his role? What are some of the things he's promising? What are some of the things that are on the table? But it's a good news for those in the U.S. It's a very, very good news. But the fight in Israel, Gaza, still continues. Lots of airstrikes, lots of things going on. It's very troubling in that end of the word. I know Iran, Pakistan, and other people have gotten indirectly involved. threats have been sent out from different places. But in other news, also our man here, one of our B men here, Donald Trump. My man is not easy on Donald Trump.
The man, you think the man will make it to go for the
My
presidency?
man, let's forget about the mega year for. Let's talk about what is happening to the man. The man, there are three people, prominent people, that have flipped. The case in Atlanta, Georgia, there are three people that have flipped. It's a problem. It's a serious problem for him. Three key people that have flipped and are willing to work with the government in order to prosecute him. So that in itself shows that he doesn't have a strong... Look, it's like from a strategic standpoint, you and I, me and you, Sekou will commit crime. Sekou that a ring leader. We get to the court now for our making B more. You are making B more. We get to the court now when they tell you, brother, you'll be eating 10 years, eat. They two all bounce by and say, no, don't look at it for you. Can we cut a deal and get, some time off? And what's going on with Trump? So the people saying that they're moving from behind him on your own. They will go work with the government to spare and know and tell the team what they know and know what happened. Talking about cases, we're not going to forget about what Liberian brother Stanton Witherspoon. November right corner, brother. We gotta be in solidarity with our brother. Because the community will get, the way we're looking at Liberian. We the only people on earth that can sympathize with people who do wrong to us. You understand? So some we won't be sympathizing with criminal there, warlord there, and people who hurt our feeling, people who care our people, people who care us, who hurt us.
In fact, we can give them a war.
So exactly, some won't sympathize with them. So I just bring our brothers on. So that while you're praying for Israel, so while you're praying for Israel, you might pray for him too. You understand? Because the sentencing right around the corner. You see it? The sentencing right around the corner, whether you like it or not. So by next week, sometime next week we'll be knowing how many our brother will be eating. So why you're praying for Israel too? Because I know you're going to pray for everything. I see you're praying for Nathaniel Maggie. I see you're praying for Bill Tuawe. We don't get problem with your prayer then. But at least you're praying for international criminal who get here that they will be seen next week to see even so in 15 years, maybe you can talk to God. Let God make it 5 years because the God that you're serving that God, something wrong with him. Something really wrong with that God. To be very honest, I don't know what kind of God is that, but maybe I need to go to meet that God and ask that God what is wrong with him.
If they are God, the God of justice, then I don't think.
I'm not saying that the other God, what I can be praying to. Why is right now God? They time they launch there and say, "Oh, yeah, let me just pray to God, go for our battle." And you see, Israel getting the military gear, they wear a attack.
Okay, there is some people that you see, but God want you to. God want you to work.
Brother, and the people shouting around and praying God and speaking in tongues so God can intervene in Israel. Why the Israeli military is gearing up and they're shooting people? That means speaking in tongues. You ain't serious with life. But anyway, let's move on. So while you're praying, you remember stand up with us when you're prayer, the God of mercy, because you're by your God of mercy, God of forgiveness, God of criminal, God of crooks. You got different God in your rolling way. So you're picking your closet and the other God walking, work with criminal there. Let him work with stand up. At least, and you should be praying for Donald Trump too. Please, you don't forget. Because Donald Trump is our president in America. So I'm begging you, you will listen to the radio, who can pray for criminal there, you'll be praying for them. I'm begging you. Yeah? But what about we here watching you? We're holding on to the God of justice very, very tight. But let's move on.
Indeed.
Next week, watch for next week. Because next week, Stanton will be back in court this time around, more likely so for his sentencing. And in most cases, right there, whether you drain your cosu for your sentencing or not, upon the judge, sometimes the judge can say you're carrying. Sometimes the judge can say, leave right and say, brother, you're carrying that one. Easier. So if they carry it tomorrow, if they carry it next week, then you might get on fast and prayer, you might open fast and prayer, especially those of you support Joseph Praga, you're begging, you're open fast and prayer, maybe God will be merciful to him. Yeah, but why in jail? Why in jail? I don't think the God of mercy can be in jail. Because those men in jail, they don't taste that, they don't play food. They don't play song. So you know that God who can have say you don't visit the jail or then I know there, but he said he's
You bro.
yeah. He said
brother. Need people here, they about to brother.
I just say because they call and you understand tell me you don't go to jail because you know what you understand? So let boy say that he can do it also. So I beg you, you're my president. I say yeah, begging you, yeah. Anyway, let's move fast forward.
Mm-hmm.
Let's move forward because we got lots of things to talk about. We got a lot of things to talk about. Melbourne, we saw the elections. We still stand by what we said as individual and as a network. We've disputed the election results. We stand by it. That not only that it's phony, it's fraudulent. We stand by it. However, the majority of the Liberian people, again, you gotta get it in clear. The majority of the Liberian people have accepted the result. As evidenced by that, they have agreed to go to second round.
Mm-hmm.
My people, you're here. So you can say we're bringing noise in the town. You're here. They have accepted the result. They seen God that is serving. I say, let's just leave it. For the God,
yeah.
So they call on just leave it. They get call on just leave it. Hey, I tell you, bro, that could go on the living la bro. That call on just leave it la bro. Not living Israel. Because you can't fool Israel.
Steve, this country is very, very interesting.
Interesting. They get a call on just leave it.
The country?
And they get a call on, we agree. So right now, there are two goals. One that we agree, one you let just leave it. So some people then now we agree God before the election, they now move to let just leave it and go to second round. So we're watching it after a movie between the God and watching it.
Yeah,
but anyway, let's bring Monk on real quick.
Yeah,
Monk,
man.
What's up, guys? I'm gonna get a camera later. I mean, people say, "Oh,
what's up?"
Yeah, so
I got some guys that been disturbing me in the background all the time. So
to the ladies, find out among you, those you want to put on the eat chicken and the mayor. Yeah, the mayor right here now. Y'all been making all the noise and I let more here now. Y'all going in back.
I will get off.
Yeah. Me again because we don't want to do the connection and we connection too.
Stevie got issue.
Is it a what?
We're working with a God connection.
Yeah, the God connection, right? The God of Israel and the God of Liberia. I don't know how many gods.
Don't mind each other there. Don't mind it, brother. But anyway, Monk, greet our people really quick, and then let's get into the conversation.
Well, welcome again. I mean, we're here to discuss some critical issue. A listening audience from Liberia, the U.S., and everywhere around the world. We always tell you guys come to SKTV. SKTV is balanced. We unbiased. It's all about speaking the truth and giving a real analysis. Sometimes you may not like the result. I mean, the output, but at the end of the day, we want to do the right thing. We want to call it for what it is without sugarcoating. So if you are here for gossip and sensationalism, then I would say this is not your show. But if you are here for the truth and want to hear it plain and simple, then this is where you need to be, as always. Once again, this is Cyrus, Brazilian monk from Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Thank you, Cyrus. Cyrus, quickly, I probably did not send you this. This article was released from Norfolk in Virginia. The U.S. Custom and Border Protection officers seized 3 firearms, over 200 rounds of ammunition in Norfolk, Virginia, on October 12th, as it was concealed inside a shipment container designated for Liberia. So guns and ammunition were designated for Liberia. They were going to Liberia. The U.S. Custom and Border Protection, they seized those items. What say you in these kind of times where people are,
Well, that's not good news, but it tell you it's a pattern because if somebody has been shipping arms, you see, that's one of the things people frown on, drugs and illicit material flowing into a country because people always take advantage of this situation. Anywhere there's drugs, you have to protect the drugs. So people will send for arms and ammunition and all that stuff. So I know it's not a common thing, but it's not good for the country because people that are engaged in those acts, they've been doing it for a while. So there's nothing new. I mean, like, I think it's the second or the third time in recent memory it happened. So, like I said, there is not something new. You can expect more, and we just hope the U.S. Custom and Immigration can beef up their effort when it comes to goods and services flowing to and fro from the U.S. to Liberia. So, but like I said, it's not something new, and it will continue.
And yes, just to
Yeah.
corroborate what you said, listen to what was said by the director from this article. Just listen to what he says. Quote: oftentimes, firearms being smuggled out of the United States are destined to the hands of transitional criminal organizations who use those weapons to terrorize or hurt innocent victims, said Mark Larecia, who is the Custom Border Protection Area Port Director for the Area Port of North Fork, Virginia. This is very troubling. This is not something that we wanted to actually talk about, but we have to because it concerns our country, and it's very, very disturbing. Let's be very honest. So that's one thing. Just before we get to the other session, look, what make you of this week, sometime this week or last week, what make of you the different counts or the different solutions or different, some people will say, criteria laid out by Mr. Alexander Cummings and the CPP in order to endorse anyone? What do you say about them?
Well, from my view, Mr. Cummings just giving a political sarsaparilla, like we say in Liberia. If you surely believe that you are in the interest of the Liberian people, you will hop on that list as quickly as possible and sign up, because everything that was listed, it meant to play to the benefit of the country. I mean, or legislative reform, auditing, I mean, trying to run an audit on the legislature, or women and youth empowerment, I mean, constitutional review. What can you say? It's everything that we need. It's almost like Mr. Cummings looking at your whole platform and giving it to you on a silver platter, like, yeah, come and take it. I mean, I agree with the result as it stands, but we are fighting to make sure the country remain on the right trajectory. So who will want to refuse that? I mean, you go on that list, you're talking about simplifying the tax code, making Liberia business friendly for investment. Come on, man. There is now ANC platform, it's now a Unity platform, that's Liberia's platform. So if anybody who called themselves the real rescue, a couple of days ago, I posted on my page, I said that's the real rescue mission, because everything on that list benefits Liberia. It's not related to a party or a political leader. Those are great ideas. If you really want to transform the country, I would have been the first. If I was in that race, I would have been the first to sign up on that list, because it's like everything Liberia's benefit. But up to now, I mean, you talk about the war and economic crimes code. How can you refuse such an offer? It's like a guy literally giving you his vision and just putting it on a plate and be like, you know what, come and take this. So I expected the rescue train to have signed up within 24 hours, but unfortunately, maybe they are having cold feet. And Mr. Cummings explained it right. Mr. Cummings has always shown to be someone who plays long ball, who's visionary in his thought. He doesn't take impulsive decision, whether it plays to his advantage or not. We saw it with the CPP. When everybody got away from the CPP, he was like, you know what, I'm an institutional man. I'm going to stay here. We will make it work, and win or lose, we're going to stay in it. It's the same thing he's doing again. He put out all these laundry list of issues that benefits the country in total, and we want to see who will be brave enough to go and sign that list. But up to now, it's almost 3 weeks of election. Let's say 13 to 14 more days. No, 14 to 15 days or whatsoever. We will see who's going to sign up. Maybe they kind of are weighing their option, reviewing the list, and taking a calculated decision as well. So we will remain optimistic and see who's going to hop on that list and sign off. But I know from what I know deep down in my heart, I don't think either side is going to sign that list, because
basically, for those of you who did not have the opportunity to hear about this list or know about it, let me go over the list really quick because it's very short. I think there's 12 commitments.
Yes.
The first commitment says commitment to gender equality.
Yes.
They're asking for 30% women participation, to be put in the law. So that means, in other words, when I say I'm going to vote and people all the men, at the end of the day, there should be 30% of all the women in Liberia, at least represented. Yeah, so that means maybe each party has something we have to divide it across, which I think it helps, women's agenda. But let's move fast forward. The other commitment to establish a national youth service program to address improving social cohesion, empowerment, and employment. This is for the young people.
Yep.
What the inside that some of us ought to go fast and pray about. You see, they got to go consult of the God of who again to do the one. But let's move fast forward. Commitment to provide preferential loans and businesses development support program to Liberian entrepreneurs. So that means the government whoever will take over should commit that they will provide loans, to businesses and to people. That means it will not be like what Samuel Tuer say he went down waterside and gave people the map or exercise money. It will not be like that. No. It will be straightforward. It will be clear. You will not go pick certain men or certain people that you and cool. No. It will be Liberian businesses and it will be Liberian entrepreneurs. Let's move to the other one. Commitment. This is where some of our men get problem now. This is the other part of our men.
Yeah, some people genuine themselves, right?
Commitment to establish war and economic crimes court in Liberia. What do you want to buy again? Prince Johnson say you want to go to war and economic crime court. And Bon nigga say you want to go there too. And Yaga say you want to go there. Okay, yeah. So everybody should agree. And just say, yeah, we agree.
Just agree. This is when you want to agree. I mean,
I told y'all they got two God and the God agree. So the other men now they won't go to God and agree again. What is going on? Why y'all about to go and agree in the struggle? Y'all can't come to go and agree, man. Y'all can do that. Yeah, we know revisit that thing. So the God agree, y'all there. About in the struggle like that. Come on. But anyway, let's get to the other part here. Commitment to undertake and review the Liberian Constitution. What is buying that one? The Liberian Constitution, where you get inside, you can't do that one, you can't do that one. But people, let's look at the Liberian Constitution and review it. Let's move fast forward again. Commitment to judiciary reform. That means people might be able to access the judicial system. You don't have to go get Serena for the small thing on a call for the kind maybe more in public. Anyway, Serena for that day again. So maybe he might want to go.
And also to get rid of some corrupt judges because most of them are corrupt.
Exactly. Commitment to decentralized public administration. That means, in other words, everybody don't have to report to Monrovia. Guess what happens? You get your own city mayor there in Ganta or in Buchanan. All the country to decentralize the government. Let's move forward. Another commitment again. Commitment to continuous audit. That way our other men and I not agree.
Yeah, they don't like it.
That way our men they don't and normally they now who agree before they don't want to agree with it.
When I agree to that.
So continuously audit. Y'all hear they want to be one. To audit, they want I can bring you in the town.
And don't forget, not only the Delon and the normally come out of the war when you say audit, don't forget that the VP is also part of the legislative branch. It means the rescue father himself will be audited. So I don't think
that means we'll audit there. Easier. So that means all the things where they're talking say the clean hand too. We not get a problem with we
we just want audit you to see what's
up.
We
just go there and just check. And just check and make sure that everybody get clean hand. So but what thing how many about we agree again on the way? Yeah, but I'm gonna say I confused about George. We are too. Yeah, all of them will be agreeing on the one. But
anyway, and don't forget, Georgia himself was a lawmaker before becoming president, so he part of that.
So that means we got to check behind president too.
Yeah,
you understand? That means you are committing. And I hear United Party people say, "Oh, Joseph Baya will order Ellen." They're getting the power now to order Ellen. You see? You see? But what minute abandon the struggle? So what are we doing now? What we doing? What we doing? Commitment to do electoral reform, commitment for religious tolerance. So that means you will not be passing around looking at other people and say they want a Muslim. You will not be afraid. You will not get what the other people need that other people as a winger, they no joke on them, who not eat money from child till a day, who operating with a God or just leave it. You will not get them coming wearing costumes and talking about it will bring war when you give Muslim people the holiday. You will not get that one. And you understand?
And to go further on that religious tolerance, it also means you will not be targeting religious leaders in spite of their political decision because religious leaders they don't answer to men, they answer to God. So even if they want to play politics at times, you have no right to go against them because they are clergymen and religious leaders. You don't go against them.
Yeah, so that means if the God clean hand can say, Joseph, I want to clean for 12 years, what we'll do, we can look at God, that God clean hand there, right? Easier. So we can look into all the things because they got different way God and they operating way. But anyway, let's move fast forward. Let's move forward, my man, because these are interesting things that are happening. These are very, very interesting things that are happening. Last week we also told you guys. Last week we also told you guys. We also informed you guys that Mr. Alexander B. Cummings and a few other political leaders have committed themselves to ensuring that they bring the government feet to fire. We're going to read that really quick. This is very interesting. I know some of you probably might not have had it, but here is the information. Give me 1 second here. Please give me a second. Here's the information. And 3 political leaders. And when we broke this news, we challenged the government or we challenged anybody to say we're lying. But that's true. So they wrote neck. Mr. Cummings, Sarah Beslow Yanti, and Dr. Karen Maluba wrote neck. This is what they said in the letter. You listen to the letter. Now 1 week ago, they wrote a letter. So they wrote it last week. The 21st. They wrote a letter last week. So the way I didn't get a letter, I didn't get a letter. But they get it. We know that they get it because the person that signed for the letter, her name is Getu Segwe. And her number here, she signed for the letter on the 23rd. So 5 days ago, Getu signed for the letter. Y'all listen to the letter because it's important. Honorable Director Brian Lasana, Chairperson, National Elections Commission, 9th and 10th Streets, Todman Boulevard, Cinco, Monrovia, Liberia. I know that's, I know that place. Wait on. You know that area there. Todman Boulevard, 9th, 10th Street.
Look at you. That
way you go. I'm going to leave. I'm going to talk about it.
29 by Galocana. Sure, the 29 by Galocana. Yeah.
Be that thing. What is the name? Anyway, dear Madam Chairperson, many Liberians, including partisans, supporters, and well-wishers of our parties, are deeply concerned about the amount of results, about the announced results of October 10 elections, especially the presidential contest. As a result, you're listening to the power. As a result, we have decided to conduct a forensic examination. You're listening, to conduct a forensic examination of the ballot papers by experts. They're not saying funny men. They're not saying God or men. They're talking about expert. People who went to school for this, they trained for this. And you remember Cherry Bladen King? And they told you, say, that whole document that was scanned. You said a lot. Megan told confirm the whole document okay. So they said they will bring expert again. That means, and when they did our whole thing, when Cherry Bladen King, and how come our men we don't see what they already leave the water? Okay. So they said they bring in expert again. My woman are talking to now. Don't be afraid when you hear expert, mama. It simply means the people who know how to do the job, the people who can collect bra, who can take small things, they come in to kind of look at the whole voting baby to tell what happened. Anyway, at no cost, and Alexander come in and say the government don't have to pay for it. The government will not pay for it. The Liberian will not pay for it. They themselves will take money from the packet and pay for the whole thing for the expert to come. So if there are 2 million, the government need to say, oh, no budget and budget shortfall. No budget shortfall business. So somewhere to take a deep breath, brother. You don't need to worry. What need to you don't need to worry, mama. In that part of the budget, they want budget. House of Representatives, don't worry. You don't need to approve no budget on the one. Yeah? You don't need to take any committee room. No committee room they want. They say they will take it from the packet and pay for it. But I move forward. The men say they will pay for it. At no cost to the National Election Commission. Therefore, you listen to the other part because the part is interesting. Therefore, we request the NEC to not destroy the used and unused ballot papers after the final results are announced. So they say, we're not saying, I'm not do your round 1, round 2, I'm not pass around here, say, when you finish doing all your announcement, all the ballot paper, then what you use, what are in round 1, in round 2, and the one that you're not used to, you're pretty keeping for all, yeah? We part out with that one we want. That the one the expert are interested in. All that You go to the one and you get number one. You go to the one, you get number two. It's not important. What's important when you're finished doing number one, number two, and you're finished doing 1%, 2%, 3%, 48%, 30%, you're just getting the people that the world will need. That's the first thing they say there. Thank you in advance for working with us in this important undertaking. All Liberians need, so they say the reason they want to do the thing now, my papa, who listen, the reason they want to do the thing here, the reason they want to look at all the ballot people, because some of the number them too, they've been calling them number them looking funny. You get somebody who they call Appeton, we see him from nowhere, we plenty beer, nobody know him, just can say, oh, Appeton are number 3. You know what I'm saying? And Appeton do pass you around, beat tries in the town, just shaking everybody and laughing. We don't know who you are, what's going on. We never heard about you before. You get full ass strasse on, and you kept passing around, shaking your head like people in the town. So we won't know.
My man, somebody Canada.
Oh, man, we not see Canada before. And we saw Joseph behind the scene, beat tries on, so we don't see what they're passing around. And we saw it. So we see the same thing here. So I said, thank you in advance for working with us in this important undertaking. All Liberians need to know, all Liberians need to continue to believe in the conduct of a free and fair elections as the best way to choose our leaders. Now, if that process now leaves many with disbelief and doubt, we should all be willing to take the required actions to clear the doubts. The forensic examination will assist in offering that much needed reassurance to the Liberian people. We therefore urge your cooperation and support in this patriotic endeavor. And so the people that are signing, Alexander B. Cummings from the CPP, Standard Bearer, Sarah Beslow Yanti, Standard Bearer, African Liberation League, and Dr. Karen Maluba, Standard Bearer, Liberian National Union. Very interesting. Monk, what do you make of this? Even after this election is done, do you think there are other opposition parties that will want to jump onto this as well to find out what happened? What do you make of this? Monk, are you there?
Hello?
Yeah, are you there?
Sorry, I muted myself earlier. Yeah.
Yeah, what do you make of this? Do you think other opposition parties might want to join this endeavor after everything is said and done? What do you make of it?
We hope so. And we'll be looking up to them. We'll be counting on them to make that decision because it will be the most important and the fairest thing to do at this stage. You want to know how the people voted because the thing is becoming a pattern. Every time there is an election, one side is accusing another side of rigging an election. And those numbers don't look real. They don't look real. I can bet 99 out of 100% that those numbers are not real from where I'm looking at. I went back as far as 2005, compared the numbers and how the pattern, you want to get a pattern out of the numbers and make sense of it. And these numbers are just not making sense. They want to tell you that, oh, the guy who's supposed to mount a third challenge, which is Alexander Cummings, he got less than 2% of the vote. And somehow it's a neck and neck between George Weah and Joseph Boakai. So it tells you that the initial reaction was for someone to win it in the first round. And it's just sad, but we hope that our guys can come true. Other opposition leaders, I hope they join Mr. Cummings and other political leaders in this fight to make sure that we get to the bottom of this. Because I know from the bureaucratic standpoint, CDC or the ruling party, they will slow walk their process because for them, they want to get their 12 years guarantee. So even if we do a forensic audit at the end of the day, I guess it will be after the second round. You cannot get it done in round number 1. And maybe it will be 5-6 months to a year after the process. We all know the outcome of these elections. So the question is, do you want to safeguard future elections by coming up with Mr. Cummings, put that on the list as well for electoral reform. That's just what it is. So it will be in the interest of everybody, including the entire country, that we know how our people vote. Because how do you go to an election, Steve, if you believe that your vote won't be counted? Or your vote wasn't counted for the individual you voted for. I mean, it won't be something that will sit well with you. So they will be to the advantage of everybody, and we just hope every other political leader, opposition, join this fight so that moving forward, we can have free and fair election, whether it's biometric or any other way to safeguard the Liberian people vote. It will be the best thing to do.
So do you think, or do you believe that if the Unity Party loses in the second round, which it seems as though they're poised to lose,
No, they are going to lose.
do you think that they would join this endeavor? Because this particular communication, after reading it again and again, I realized that this venture, this request, is not interfering right now with whatever thing they got going. Rather, they're waiting till after everything.
Yeah.
Then they can submit those papers for forensic. So the process starts after the general election.
Election, yeah.
What do you say? Do you think people would follow suit or would join this?
I don't count on United Party for anything. I mean, I know people from the UP will not like what I'm saying, but I guess the reality. For United Party, elections are always free and fair until they become the loser. That's their own moral operandi right there. It's always okay, except they are the one that become the loser, then it's not okay. That is why I think Mr. Cummings saying that he played a role of, neutrality role, I think it's a smart thing to do. Because if you throw your weight behind any of the candidates, without knowing how the people vote in the first round, then how do you make the case that the elections were free and fair? Because endorsing your candidate means that you invalidating your argument. If you cannot say the election is rigged, you're supporting someone in the second round, it makes no sense. So that's just it. You want to look at the process, you want to safeguard future election. I'm giving the opportunity to other political leaders, but I'm not counting on Unity Party because it's a repeat of 2017 when the likes of Cabinet Janet and the Bronsky of the world raised the flag in 2017. Unity Party believed that they were already in the second round, so for them, nothing matters except Unity Party become a victim. So for the fact that they are going into round number 2 without raising your protest, it means that the election has been validated in their war. But I know, looking at the numbers, looking at the party, these elections are rigged. It just don't make sense. But for Unity Party, like I said, I'm not counting on them for anything. Whether it was the CPP, whether it's this election, whether it was 2017, and then going into round number 2. That's just why it is. They will go to an election. When they get flocked, that's when they will tell you, say, oh, George, we are rigging an election. No, you will be on your own by then. Because we are telling you right now, looking at the numbers, they just don't make sense, and we believe that these elections are rigged. So if you want to walk your slow death into the second round, that's your choice. It's up to you.
Okay. So what I from my view,
yes,
after seeing the move of the Unity Party, I believe that they would shamelessly come back and support this particular documentation, especially when they're flogged. That I believe for now they're ignoring it, they're acting like it doesn't exist. But I know that they will come back to this. That's just the fact of the matter. But quickly, as we get into the second hour here, let's just take a quick mini break here. Folks, let's take a quick mini break here, really quick musical break here. And then we'll get into the second round, which is this endorsement and what is Henry Costa and so forth. Let's share the show, please. Let's get quickly into this musical break. Let's get quickly into this musical break here. Enjoy the song in just a few minutes. We'll be right back.
If like my boom making you fire, hold it, yeah. Anything you into, hold it, yeah. Now what's more giving you my, hold it, yeah. Anything you into, hold it, yeah. If that my story can put all your prayer, hold it, yeah. Olive, anything you into, hold it, yeah. If she cooking and giving you food, hold it, yeah. Anything you into, hold it, yeah. I thought they will eat with you, drink with you, they drag with you, but you not know that. They will eat with you, drink with you, they drag with you, but you not know that. If like my boom making you fire, hold it, yeah. Anything you into, hold it, yeah. Now what's more giving you my, hold it, yeah. Anything you into, hold it, yeah. If that my story can put all your prayer, hold it, yeah. Olive, anything you into, hold it, yeah. she cooking and giving you food. Hold it, anything you into. Hold it.
Well, hold it tight, and hold it tight. It's not easy when you hold it tight.
Yes, yes, indeed.
Well, it's not easy.
The right music and the right time.
Melbourne, what do you make of everything that we have discussed so far? Just before we transition into the conversation of endorsement, what do you make of what's going on?
Yeah, thank you, Steve, and let me say thanks to President Monk also for his own input when it comes to what we are discussing. Yes, indeed. For me, since the CPP already file in their complaint to NEC, I think that's the best thing to do because that's the procedure. And when it comes to the ballot paper, I think you were reading a certain phrase in there talk about where the ballot papers should be kept, I think, for a certain time. Yes, indeed. I think after elections, I think something can take 2 to 3 to 4 years, sometime before the ballot paper can be maybe thrown out or maybe burned or something. Yes, I may call it bad. Well, indeed, that's a good thing to do. And when it comes to where you were like putting forth all of these stuff like those 12 items that you listed for any of the two candidates to how call it go, to go with if only they want the CPP to join then or maybe to join any of the I call it two parties. I think that's good. That's a very, very good thing to do because you cannot like yesterday I was saying something or so yesterday on the radio. You cannot go and do an endorsement and you leave the people behind without even knowing what they want. So when you're going out there to do an endorsement, the first thing is that ask your supporters, what can we say to these people? What should I carry to these people? What's the message? So I think CPP is 100% right, or Mr. Cummins is 100% right with the 12 counts. That's one of the best things to do because as a leader, you can be representing people. You just go and say yes, okay, we agree. In fact, we're going to endorse party A or maybe party B. No, without the people, being part. And when you do that, definitely you will not be. Then you are not a good leader. So a good leader always asking his or her people about their own input when it comes to decision making. So I think those 12 counts or those 12 items that have been listed by him is 100% correct. And I think that's what all of us as people, and what we want as people, including his supporters of the CPP. So far, so good, Steve. I think everything is making sense. Go to the court, and that's the procedure. Go to NEC, find out or bring all the expertise that you talk about. Yes, indeed. That good idea. So let them come and verify all of the ballot papers as to whether, yes, they are good or not. Then we'll know what happened, whether it is true that this thing happened or not. So, because in a country, some people just based on speculations and so forth, but it's good. So for me, that's a right procedure and that's a right thing to do, and that's what you're doing.
Okay, thank you so much. That's the right thing to do. Well, quickly, we'll be bringing on Cyrus, who is with Mr. Alexander Cummins with the CPP and the ANC. Cyrus, you guys know the young man, former Costa picking. Today they met with Henry Costa. But let's get into some endorsements. Monk, what is the purpose of endorsement? What is the purpose of endorsement? What does that mean for the common people? What do you say before I get to Melbourne? What does endorsement really mean?
The purpose of endorsement, it just means you are counting few boxes, you are checking few boxes. You want to look at, like the Melbourne said, you want to first assess where your supporters lane. You don't just endorse because you want to endorse. The second thing is you got to find someone whose idea is a little bit in alignment with your idea. It don't have to be necessarily 100% or 90%, but at least you share something in common, especially on the most important issue. And an endorsement too is like sticking your neck on the line. If you say you are someone with integrity, you cannot endorse someone who people believe doesn't have integrity. So all these things come into consideration. That's just what endorsement is all about. But Liberia is a different country on the planet. You know, people will take money. People could care less about how their supporters feel. Everybody just wants something. It's about job. It's about going to negotiate in exchange for job. Whether they believe the person they are getting in the marriage with, political marriage with, they could care less. It's a whole different kind of a politics, the way how it's being practiced over there. So the way how you look at endorsement universally is not how it applies in Liberian politics. Almost everything Liberia is contrary to the rest of the world. That's just why it is most of the time.
Remember, what do you say? What do you say?
Yes. Yeah, quickly. I've seen some photos flying on the internet. I don't know whether maybe because you could have received some information as we on. And then coming from this ACO, it's a meeting between the ACO team and that of the CDC. According to what I'm seeing.
Okay. You're rushing the show, right?
What does endorsement mean to you? What
yes. Okay. All right. Thank you. So yeah, so indeed, I think Monk just said similar thing that I was saying. Look, the issue of endorsement. Look, Steve, if you don't have follow-up, then I mean you are not endorsing. Then in fact, you are only going as individual and say, okay, I'm supporting you as individual. But if you want to endorse any candidate as a maybe someone that have base, for example, if you have a base, maybe you have followers or maybe you have supporters, the first thing to do is know where 90% of the supporters are linking or where they are going, or else you will be going why your supporter, they will be going different place. So you got to be careful on who you endorse, or else you will be going and the supporter will be going with their votes. Then at the end of the day, what happens is that you go there, but no vote go behind you. Secondly, Mon just said something in the country. I don't know what kind of people are we sometimes, my brother, that people will abuse you for years plus, and you know, in the twinkling of an eye, you know, when you come and say, oh, Steve, I forget that thing, in fact, I carry you. So we're like, in fact, no integrity. Nobody cares about integrity. No one, in fact, nobody cares about that. All they do
Steve,
is that.
Just to add on to what Milburn is saying, it's one of the reasons you have a lot of political parties participating in elections in Liberia. Because first of all, they understand no chance of even winning, but it's all about job. You know, let me just get in the race so I become nationally known. And when it comes to dividing job, I will end up being on that list. Maybe I could learn something. I could be like a justice minister, or I could get maybe something in exchange. And that's why it's all about, like I said, in our society, everything is done differently. So when it comes to endorsement, you cannot take it like the way a regular endorsement is supposed to be, but in exchange for getting something in return. So they could care less about the person that's in power. They could care less about the integrity. They could care less about how their own supporter voted. It's all about what I can get in exchange for my endorsement. And that's just what these moves are all about. And one person keep laying the marker for higher standard. But unfortunately, our people will not see it that way. That's just how the flow goes.
So really quick, let me add on to this so we can move on here. But let me add on to this. You know, when you look at a dictionary, let me define what endorsement means, and I'll break it down quickly to our people. Endorsement is an act of giving one's public approval or support to someone or something. Now, let me make it this way, folks. You know, anytime you endorse somebody, and that's part of the reasons I've always apologized to the Liberian people. And I'm ashamed of one of my very first public endorsements of Senator Darius Dillon. And I stand by it. When you endorse somebody or when you endorse a group of people as an individual, it's different from a political leader endorsing a party or another political leader or somebody. Once the political, like an individual, me, if I endorse Senator Darius Dillon, which I supported, I endorse him openly by openly supporting him. I helped run his campaign. Yes, he was against Thomas Fala, who is a crook, and up until now, I still believe so. Thomas Fala has not changed. He is who he is. But Dillon is also a crook. Dillon is not a serious guy. He's a crook. He's not serious. And you know where I take solace, you know where I found peace, is the fact that I can man up to criticize Dillon. that way I found peace. I can criticize Dillon anytime. It's not personal, but he's a crook. He's not a serious man. He's not in for opposition to unite. He's not in for doing what is right. He is not. He's playing games, but a game will catch away. He's not. I'm making this personal example on recent endorsement that we did of Senator Dillon and some of the discouraging and embarrassing things that he is doing as member of the opposition. But that's a side point, right? But if a political leader decides to endorse, let me say this to you who are in political parties. I think whether you like Alexander Cummings or not, Alexander Cummings has set a standard that all political leaders need to follow. Stop endorsing because of emotion, because of friendship, because of connection, because you vary with a person, because you said this about a person. Mm-hmm. Make sure you put alternative on the table like Alexander Cummings has done. I think it is the right thing to do, such as this is our policy, this is what we wanted to implement. The fact that we never made it to the second round, what are you guys willing to do with what we want to implement? Because we believe that the thing that you've been doing is not working. Here is what we bring to the table. Are you guys willing to incorporate this into your plan? That's how endorsement business should go. It shouldn't go because you are automatically an opposition man, so you should go and endorse another opposition man. And that's why I'm disappointed in Tawan Gongo. I'm disappointed in him. You know my relationship with Tawan Gongo? It goes beyond the politics. But I'm disappointed in the decision that he made. Let me tell you something. And for those of you who are listening, in politics, there is also something called abstinence. Mm-hmm. That means you can stay away. Mm-hmm. Or some of you call it neutrality. In politics, they call it abstinence. When you drink men, when the doctor tell you abstinence, that means you're not doing it again. You stay away from it. So in politics, the same word, abstinence. Let me say this to you. For those of you who passing around and talking about, when you can't be neutral in these things, and you can't be neutral in anything, you can be neutral. You can be neutral. In fact, you should get more reason to be neutral if you doubt the results that are there, if you don't support Jawia, if you don't support Joseph Yuman Boaka, what in not change? Oh, because they went to the second round, so that means automatically you might change now, you're forced to support it. Endorsement don't go that way, my people. You need to wake up. This is part of the fundamental problem we have. Then we come around again. We come around and we come around and make noise later on. We'll finish endorsing these people. When you endorse somebody and they come to power and they mess up, you take responsibility. Some of you will not take responsibility of it. So before you endorse, think. It's not an emotional thing you can do. It's not that my friend here and we are in the opposition, so we must endorse, and we got to endorse Jawia, and we got to endorse this. Listen, you're not forced to put your name and your record on anybody if you have questions about certain things and the things are not changed. So all of you that are endorsing Joseph Yuman Boaka, that criticize Joseph Yuman Boaka, what didn't change? What didn't change? Oh, because Joseph Yuman Boaka and Jawia went to the second round? So that what you're telling me is your issue, that personal problem with Jawia must move. It's not about holding Joseph Boaka accountable. It's not about holding
It's not about opposition. Most of them, even when you ask them, they say no. Let's just remove the man.
And this is the issue we have. I told you from day one, and I will continue to say it, some of you people. It can never be about removing Jawia. It can never be. If that is the reason, then we are setting up ourselves for another failure and for another problem. How can an entire nation, how can a group of people just sit and say, oh, yeah, let's just go remove Jawia? Remove Jawia for what? Jawia not Liberian? Jawia not Liberian? I don't support Jawia. But this idea that we must gang up and then remove Jawia and bring Prince Johnson, bring Jeremiah Kun, bring Joseph Boaka, it's ridiculous. We're going nowhere. And we'll end up with another problem. And this is the same thing we did with Ellen Johnson Sirleaf in 2017. We insisted that we must just remove. Who told you this is how life works? You don't just remove. Okay, you're removing what are you presenting?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What are you presenting?
Remove Ellen to end up with Georgia.
So I still don't understand. Yeah. So you got a man who says, okay, y'all want me to endorse y'all? Fine. These are the things that I want for the commento. All two of them drawing away back from A. All two of them hiding their hand from A. So you know what that tells me? That tells me that they still want to do business as usual.
That's just what it is.
To them so that they can come out and do the same thing. Who get time to be passing around and be singing the same song over and over like something wrong with us? when other people are making progress? How do you move one group of criminal to bring another group of criminal? Then you say, ching. How does that work? When you say, we cost the person, you get there, or you do the one, you do that one with us. This is discouraging and disappointing. This is the problem we've had all this while. Our problem is not spiritual problem. Our problem is decision making. We need to be deliberate. Today or tomorrow, let me tell you today, I am neutral. Anybody who take over, I will have the moral compass to hold you accountable. You jumping around and endorsing because you think you must remove Jowiah. They're talking about, I get Jeremiah Kuhn, they're talking about, Jowiah is the problem. Jowiah is the problem. You sat in the Senate and you signed all kind of bills. Like Jowiah the problem.
In fact, you are still taking almost close to 15,000, getting all of the benefits.
Why you not tell Jowiah? You not telling
he was deputy.
I will not do it. The thing I will not do it. Why you not put yourself on the record for it? All of y'all take corrupt money, including the Delon man. They just say y'all want to remove Jowiah. How y'all can do it? Okay, y'all gonna remove Jowiah. Ain't no problem. And those of you who are passing around with your emotions that this is about removing Jowiah and y'all got to cheese the country, y'all got to rescue the country, y'all got to do the one. All your rescue are in a bunch of crooks. Including the old man who leading the rescue team. He's a serious crook. He's not a serious man. And we keep saying it over and over. And we will continue to say it. We will continue to be on a path. You can cost us. You can say we are emotional. You can say we're disrespectful. That is your business. The fact remains you guys want to do business as usual. Because once you move Jowiah, you get in the same old gang of criminals. Simple. And we need to get serious with this thing. We need to get serious. And I'm encouraging our people, you have right to stay away. You know, in 2017, that's why there was a huge number of people that never voted. Because the options that were presented, people didn't want it. And today we are in the same place. And you get United Party people making a thing low there to say somebody owe them support. Somebody owe you all kind of support. Making it low like, and everybody opposition, so everybody must come and support the one. I see people there, some people there say, who told you advocate can switch? Okay, let me ask you the question. Let me ask you the question. You advocate for one economic crime code. You advocate because they care the other person, they care the other person. The Prince Johnson man, he care people. What did change your advocate now? Yeah. What did change your advocacy now to want to support Prince Johnson? What did change your advocacy to want to support Butt Naked? And let me say something to the Christian community. I see Butt Naked bouncing around. Butt Naked need to go find seat and sit down.
I'm even surprised, Steve.
Butt Naked needs to go find seat and sit down. And the Christian community sitting there and enabling their foolishness. Butt Naked is a hustler. He need to go sit down. He ain't gave life to God.
Seriously, he really surprised people.
Butt Naked is a joke, and he need to go sit down somewhere. He need to find several seats and sit down. He hustling. Let me tell you today, he is hustling. All that thing while he was doing food in Labrador, he may not go again, let it go. Forget that thing. Leave that thing, brother. Leave that thing. But nigga is a joker. He hustling. I say, hey, he's hustling. Not doing God bidding. He hustling. He is hustling. And he needs to sit down and start beating the war drum. He and the other crazy people, then they need to get our people a chance. They need to go sit down. Joseph Ballot need to get all a rebel there. Jowiah need to get all a rebel there. They need to sit down and stop giving our people problem. This is crazy. All of them just passing around war. What kind of problem is this? What kind of trouble we see? When I'm not born nigga going to the other place, like he going to that other place. When I'm not the guy falling mean, when I'm not the other general, when I'm not the other general. What kind of crazy circus we're in? So the issue of endorsement, my people, nobody forced to endorse anybody. Nobody forced to endorse anybody. If they not endorse you, go sit down and work with the people that you get. If somebody choose not to endorse you too, go sit down and work with the people that you get. Just stop this thing making it low like somebody forced to endorse you. Just stop it, please. And y'all who writing on Facebook, and when you're neutral, you need to be quiet. I don't understand. Who told you neutrality means to be quiet? Who told you that? So, I mean, this issue, let us come to our brother Costa. What do you guys think about Costa's endorsement? Because tomorrow they will be endorsing.
For me, his endorsement never came as a surprise. Anyone that followed the CPP religiously knew that this day was coming. Like you said, our people always use emotion over logic. That's why we'll never get better decision when it comes to standing on behalf of the country. That's just why it is. We used to ask this question all the time. If the CPP was the only thing we had to remove George Weah from power, if you want to make the case that George Weah was so bad, that he's so bad for the country, there is rampant corruption, extrajudicial killing, the CPP was the only vehicle that had a numerical strength to beat George Weah in a one round and run the table. Not even beating him, but beating him resoundingly. And there were people in the CPP that were committed to the destruction of the CPP. So the question is, who were they working for? They can only be working for George Weah. And we told them, even your rescue father, he was in on this game. You know, I tell people all the time, one of the biggest mistakes that coming out made was to be part of the CPP, because he was walking into a pack of wolves. They were already set up for them. You know, he only went over there to end up spending a lot of political capital, because there were 4 collaborating parties, but 3 of the candidates were already auditioning for the vice presidents. I mean, for the VP slot, on the VSB slot on the CPP ticket. So we knew they were going to bring up this whole issue about seniority, how Unity Party being in power for 12 years. So the CPP was structured in a way that only Joseph Parker was going to be the political leader. For Cummins, he thought it was a competition, but no, it was already designed. So the Benin Ayure, the Costa of the world, the Nyomli Kanga, they were all auditioning for the VP slot. So the question is where Cummins stands in the CPP. That was the biggest political decision he ever made, and it was wrong. And he paid dearly for it. So to see a guy like Costa coming up now and saying that he supports Georgia, it's nothing strange. He showed it here initially. Anybody with common sense could see that they were all in it. They were all agents that were meant to destroy the CPP. And when the CPP were destroyed, like I said, if they were all auditioning for the VP slot, why make you think if Joseph Boga refused to give Costa that guarantee, he was going to support Unity Party? And this guy, he worked his way into Unity Party. He was closer to the VP. He got a lot of information on them. They were in lockstep. Like what I told you, I said Joseph Boga has experience. He doesn't have any leadership attribute. He has shown it in the CPP. It comes to a decision making. For the fact that the woman he worked with for 12 years cannot endorse him, it says a lot. So nothing screens here. The people say there were only 2 relevant parties in Liberia. Let them go and knock themselves out. You know, you always projected that the other political leaders were insignificant. Now you ended up with the 2 that you always prefer. Why can't you just go and make your decision? Why should other people join you in making your decision that you already wanted? You want to tell us that the vast majority of Liberian people only consider Unity Party and CDC. And luckily for you, you ended up with Unity Party and CDC. So why should anyone come and help you to make a decision you already wanted? I just don't get the logic. So it was not strange to see Costa going to the CDC. He was always the agent of the CDC in the CPP, and he got a job done. So it's up to them. Look, Steve, at this stage, in as much as I want George Weah going like yesterday, I have no interest in this process, because our people, and that's why I make this particular election is kind of a tough in terms of decision making. Because in as much as you want to blame the people themselves, how do you even blame them if you cannot tell how their vote were counted? Exactly. That's a conundrum right there. That is the problem in this election. If the election are free, fair, and credible, and we know how the people vote, then we can say, okay, we can blame them for the decision they made. But up to now, we cannot even tell you logically, based on the numbers, if this election was free, fair, and credible. So I cannot blame the voters either. And that's why Mr. Cummins took a logical role by saying, you know what, I'm going to give you a platform here. You can take it. If you are ready in the interest of the Liberian people, then it's a choice to make. Because everything that I'm listing here on this list, it only plays to the benefit of Liberia. So if you are the real rescue fighter, then come and take it. But unfortunately, none of them can come up for up to now. So we will assume that it will come on later, but until then, the tables and everything is open. It's up to them to make that decision, my brother.
Thank you, Sarah. Let me hear. Melbourne will come to you quickly before you take call, but let's hear from Sarah from Liberia. Sarah, you just joining us. How are you today?
I'm good. We bless God for life. Thank God, and let me say greetings to all of our SKTV family. The people have been, and let me join you with the female statement that I bring with me are the most beautiful women on earth.
Okay. Yeah. So
Yeah.
you agree with that statement, my man?
Yeah, sure.
Most definitely. But quickly, the endorsement fever is all around. Today we've seen pictures of you and Costa, the other young men who support Mr. Cummins, and other former COP or current COP members and Costa lawyers support us. We're all hanging out together and so forth. What do you say about that picture? What's going on? You endorsing?
No, like I told you, I am not endorsing nobody because I don't believe in the two party. And for the record, because I was with Costa today, people think it's political. It's not. Costa and myself, we do talk behind the scene. We still communicate like, yes, we have it like that. Aside from politics, we've always had a relationship like brothers, you know. So we talk, and for the record, this meeting it has been planned. The meeting has been planned for a very long time, but every time he comes to Liberia, you see him hurry to go. And I purposely did that because I like the noise. I like the optics. I know it will bring political fever. Like I said, my loyalty remains with Alex Cummings because I believe in Cummings, and I believe that Cummings is the only alternative to take Liberia to where all Liberians want it to be, and all Liberians will enjoy it. So yes, my visit with Costa today and with the likes of the other guys, it was non-political. It's just a regular, we always chat, and when he came, he told us, "Oh, I want to meet you people," and I purposely I posted that photo so people will know, but it was not political.
So does that mean Costa Picking will be returning to the name Costa Picking and also going back to the COP or in the whole Costa group? Is that what we should
I
expect?
re- I remain Sarah Slim Money, and I'm not Costa Begin. I remain Sarah Slim Money.
Oh, okay. So you're not going back to COP?
And I'm not a member of COP. I left the COP years back. I don't go I don't vomit and lick it, Steve. You know me. You're a big brother, decent big brother who has always we talk in the back, and you know me when I say things. I've always been consistent. I'm not going back to COP. Like I said, Costa myself, we have a relationship. He respect me. He respect my decisions that I made over the years, and we have that relationship. We have that brotherly relationship. I'm not going back to COP. I remember Alex coming until Alex coming tells me that he's not going, or you will not take any political, like decisions in 2029. Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much. Just before we go to Melbourne and we'll go to the line, I just wanted to add this really quick because we'll see if we can take some calls from Liberia to hear the people. Let me say this. Some things are information and some things are confirmation. You will either get both. You either get one of them, I mean. Many of you insulted us on this platform, and I hope you will man and woman up to come here and apologize to us when we predicted to you months and years back that Costa was with the CDC. Costa was working for the CDC and with the CDC. We told you, we never mince our words. You cost us. You insulted us. Some of you threatened, or some of you watching the show from afar right now, shamelessly, you're watching the show from afar because your shame not catch up with you. I will hope that you will man up and woman up and come here and write. Maybe you need to have a forgiveness because maybe I forgive you because I know maybe I don't keep anything in my heart against stupid people. I don't. When you're stupid, I know you're making a stupid decision. I just let you enjoy your decision. But I know when you come out to reality, then I will remind you about the decision that you make. But to say I hold it against you, who takes it against and hold it against you? So just ask God for forgiveness that you were stupid, that you allow yourself to be used. That's what you need to do. Ask God for forgiveness for that. And if you got your children, you need to go and apologize to your children. You got your significant others, you got your wife or your husband, who you offended in the. Some of you used to take the Costa, but then put on your head to the point that even you want to break your own home. You need to go and apologize to your significant other. Yeah, apologize to your children. Some of you used to take up your own money. Imagine Costa and Bill already then sat down. They planned that whole thing to say they carry Costa to court. It don't make any sense. You take your high-end money, we call it out on SKTV, and your cost us earn your money. Today, I see some of your passing. You don't need to ask SKTV for forgiveness. Don't be ashamed to come on SKTV. Come. Some of you go to Costa cook, and you ate a food. Today, you causing you very. You're a fool. They make a fool in your stomach. I see some of you Unity Party shamelessly. Even Joseph Boagas again cost Costa because Costa careful in Joseph Boagas' stomach. And we told you, you're not put a paper behind Costa. You get Unity Party person to be rolling with the paper when the paper can. You say we know we're talking. Your cost us here too. You say we're jealous. And your United Party people say, today I
Yeah.
want they were warning you that time. We're telling you about today.
You know the new strategy now. You know what they're doing right now? They're taking up videos and soundbite that Costa things that Costa said against Georgia. I was like, if that's the case, why can't you do the same for Eugene Fagon? I think Eugene Fagon has said some of the worst ever against Joseph Boakai. But that's what happens when you always make political decisions, when you don't use your brain, when you don't use logic, when you use emotion, you will always get shafted. That's just why it is. So you're passing around here with Henry Costa videos and what he said about George Weah when you were warned. You accepted him by then. And now that he has flipped on you, you want to use the old video. You might as well go in the library and go and compile Eugene Fagon video about things he said against the same Joseph Boakai. That's why you want. That's why you always get.
Yeah, some of you were laughing. We told you Joseph Boakai get hair on his head. He can't be going to barbershop with Costa to look like picking and selling for Costa to call hair. And we told you he can't be passing to Waterside Market in Philadelphia. In fact, the last time, the other time I went to that same Waterside Market, I just take picture like, oh, they play up, you know, passing with black plastic bag behind Costa and they take picture, they put it. And we told you, say, don't do that. You say we lie, your cost, oh yeah. Today we hear now. What do you want to say? You leave Costa alone. Costa will hold your CDC tech, United Party, your whole Eugene Fagon tech. Your whole tech. All of you hold your silent. What thing you have waiting for? What thing you have there the for? Why your problem? Why United Party problem? Why you there Costa? You leave Costa alone. Costa the hero. In fact, let me tell you something today. Costa the hero. Costa the hero. You leave him alone. You leave Costa
and Steve, now here is the premise of Costa argument that he thinks he's making a moral argument in this case between George Weah, even though he says some of the worst things against George Weah. What the guy literally saying for sure now is George Weah is bad, he's horrible, but at least I know what I got in with George Weah or what I've gotten already with George Weah. I know how he governs, I know his mindset. With Joseph Boakai, because of the health condition and the kind of mindset that the Prince Johnson and Jeremiah can host, for the fact that they are closer to power, it makes Joseph Boakai even scarier than your George Weah. Even though George Weah may seem bad at the moment, that's the argument he's making now.
Quincy Johnson. Let me just make the announcement to the person. Quincy Johnson. The player where you can use your F word, then you know they shouldn't. Any attempt again use that F word, you carry yourself somewhere. Let me tell you your comment. I challenge you if you man or you woman.
I don't know which English is this. I don't know. Yeah, bro.
So folks, I'm begging you leave Costa alone. Costa the hero. In fact, let me tell you today, I stand with Costa.
Always a hero.
You're
always a hero, right?
Yeah,
you're right.
I stand with Costa. And any attempt to attack Costa, that means you have attacked us.
But
we attack you.
Steve,
No,
quick,
this
let's
is
keep.
serious. No, this is very, very serious. Because you know, the people, when they choose to live in evil and choose to do what they bad, I don't know, you think you got some kind of magic one, everybody with their twist your side, everybody with their follow what you say. You're who? The man who you follow is a crook. Joseph Boakai a crook. I stand with Costa that he constitutional right to support who you want to support. If you get played by Costa on the line while he's doing it back and forth, that's your business. That you choose to support him. Oh, because I don't want to support him today, so I shouldn't support him. I beg you. Costa is my boy. I support Costa. I stay with Costa. Let Costa decide who you want to support by his right. You stop this foolery. You stop this nonsense. You leave this man alone. We told you from the beginning, you say we probably were bad people, we evil, and we crazy, and we let that, and we let that. We not get a problem with the man decide to go support George Weah. Then you say, what thing? You're who? And you can determine who's supposed to support who. And you get Eugene Fagon, who passing the right, who cost Joseph Boakai. Eugene Fagon cost Joseph Boakai. And you get Eugene Fagon, you're celebrating him?
He didn't just cause you. He caused the same Liberian pin and was healing the president.
I see y'all passing around talking about moral. You're moral people. The man who you support is morally bankrupt. I say Joseph Boakai is morally bankrupt. The fact that he would sit down with a confessed criminals, that stand on Witherspoon, sit down on the scene, so when he's shamelessly, and y'all want to talk about moral, you're moral people. Many of you support people who curse people, man, for no reason. Y'all pay people who insult people, man. And y'all won't pass around talk about your moral people. You're moral people. You're passing around with Prince Johnson who kill people and hurt people. You say you're moral people. The man who you support, Joseph Boakai, is bankrupt morally. So the issue of morality not in anything. You just enjoy the nonsense and the mess that you're in. You enjoy it and you leave other people alone. Me, I stay with Costa. Just leave him alone. He has the right to support who he wants to support. He has the right to do that. But maybe when I get to you, so we can take few calls.
Yeah. So quickly, I want to ask you this question. With this kind of saying coming from some of the, in fact, some of our Liberian people that are talking about Henry Costa political career is done because he support the CDC. What do you mean of that?
That Joseph Boaga political career done after they flog him in 14 days. That's what they need to be thinking about. Why they worry about somebody who's young? They should be worried about Joseph Boaga political career. Look, let me tell you something. This is misplaced anger, and they're misplacing their priorities. They need to stay focused on their campaign. That's what they need to do. No, let me tell you something. No United Party person get to determine who political career is not there, who political career is there, because you know what? The last time I checked, they don't get to make the decision who the Liberian people will elect. So they need to cut this
quickly, Steve, even when they are saying that, then that, because even if you say someone maybe political career is done because they are supporting the CDC, and CDC want more seats in the House of Representatives.
Somebody delusional people, brother.
So quickly, like you said, I think you just said something about Eugene Falcon and then Henry Costa. I think it is equal. Same Falcon is on the other side, and Henry Costa too is on the other side. I think the only thing that they can do, the both supporters, is to just see the game, play the game well, and stop insulting each other, or maybe stop or maybe insulting someone because the person is on the other side.
They want to bully everybody in summation. The other person career over the other person. Okay, maybe my own political career over because I called Joseph Boaga crook. My career.
All right, so so let's just take a few calls. Yes, we're gonna have a lot of panelists on the show today. So just take a few calls and we'll cross over to the team at least before 8 o'clock because we'll be here up to 8. So 0778 339 682, please. Yes, 0778 339 682. That's number to call. Today's caller, good evening.
Yeah, good evening. My name is
Emmanuel Sano Johnson. Go ahead, Chief. My man, you're going low. All right, thank you. Thank you. I know I come here, you're going a little bit low. I don't know what happened to you. Today's caller, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, Chico, your name and from where you join us? Okay, go ahead. The people are saying that anybody that join you people, they point the Ballot driven. In fact, the point I don't say that storm is so like yeah. All right. Thank you so much to this caller. Good evening.
How you doing?
I'm fine. Go ahead, your name and from where you join us.
I'm calling from NBA.
Go ahead, Corey.
Yeah. The man who is still there, or I know we sort of the place in is calling Boaga Cook. I just want to tell him that he should be referring to his own father as Cook. Because he don't have respect for others.
Okay.
So this caller, good evening.
No problem.
Yeah, go ahead.
I need a quick SIM card. You can get me.
Mm-hmm.
But I people don't want change. Because when the people want change, they will receive that you important. For example, you also want change for you important, but you will do it for that. So what for 2 years, once it's done, you know what is me. It's very me. So I'm going to put me, but I'm going to get the
All right, thank you so much. So to this caller, good evening.
Yeah, good evening. Thank you.
Yeah, Chigwa.
I come for this week,
Mm-hmm.
and my name is Lawson Pine. Yeah, let me say thank you for your analysis this evening. Look, some of us are saying to Costa that for him going citizen is not a bad thing. That's a constitutional right. To experience yourself.
And that's the beauty of democracy, right?
Yeah, that is just very good. That's the beauty of democracy. But what we are saying here is that what time you has been carried to citizen now, to citizen. If this is sick, just this is sick.
And now you're talking, yeah.
Now, we are saying to all of the bad things that you have said about President Weah. First time, one person that organized, they say what June 7 year. When you're not here, June 7. These are some of the things that he said about President Weah. This is why you organize about it. Tell me now, are those things changed?
So are you saying that they may not carry no tangible to the president, right?
There's no tangible evidence of that. Those things that you put them for June 7. The NCG there now, don't fall under a die. It's a big million for.
I don't really know about all of that one. That one now, but in a different case, they won't go. So this, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, Chief.
I'm a member of the AMC, permanent member. But you know, our party, no everyone our party.
I don't know.
That means a coming cause our defeat.
Okay.
My own still there.
How?
He had no rock. Then 2017, we went behind Mr. Kumi to Joseph Waka. And any of them set up a position. For me, I'm over here. Thank you for the show.
Thank you so much from the ANC and for the Steve will say endorse the president. Yeah, to this caller, I think you'll be our last caller, of course, over to the team. Yeah, go ahead.
Hello?
Yeah.
I am with you guys. I'm calling from Grandpa County.
Yeah. 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 One minute. Yeah. 1 minute. Getting you. I'm not getting you too close. Let me cross over to Steve. Yeah, Steve, you just listen to Liberians. Yeah.
Well, let me address that. Let me address that person that said I should call my father a crook. I took a recommendation. If my father behaved in a crooked way, I will call him a crooked way. I will call him a crook. But in the meantime, his standard bearer, Joseph Human Boaga, is a crook and a serious man. So that's why I muster the courage to call him a crook. If any Liberian feel that that's an insult, that's fine. Go define the word crook, what it means, and see if the actions and the inactions of Joseph Boaga do not align with that word crook. The adjectives you can use to describe behavior. They're not insult. There's a difference from insult than using adjective to align a behavior. So his behavior pattern has proven that he's a crook and he's deceptive and he's a liar. So I will call him as that. And I would never, I want you to get this, I would never shy away. If my father behaves like a crook, I will call him a crook. I just want that caller to know. But I want to thank him for his recommendation. It's not personal. I respect his view. And the last caller made a very good point that Mr. Cummings and the rest of the people should pursue finding out what really happened to the votes. It's very important because they voted in Grandba, so that's critically important. But coming back to the Costa issue, let me say this. We have informed you. We'll inform you about the characters. If you choose to go in bed with them and say do whatever you do, and you think we're supposed to come here and kind of cry because you decide to be with Costa, you're wasting your time. You're wasting your time. We told you before. We warned you. Now Costa won't go to Joe and your fair. Now let me tell my president something. President Joe Weah, what I suppose you are now, you stay the president of Liberia. Let me tell you something. The Costa that you're welcoming today to seditions, when Costa comes back and space on the president, and will tell you say we support him again too, and it's sweet for you. Yep. Yeah. Because we come by here and we'll remind you about today. The same way we remind United Party about today. I stay with Costa, United Party people need to shut their mouths and go sit down somewhere. They're not serious people, they're not moral people. CDC, you're enjoying your Costa flavor right now. You enjoy it. And you can enable bad people to do bad things. And I want your little support. And the bad people you like, you're enjoying it right now. When Costa comes by here, we don't want to hear anything from you. We don't want to hear it from you because we're staying with Costa too. The particular 2024 we're getting into, like I told you from the beginning of the year, me, I keep it 100%. You won't be good, I'll support you to be good. You won't be bad, I'll support you to be bad. And I get issue with you. I will count the radio, I will say as it is. Since you decided you welcome Costa, after everything he said, they see where you welcome Eugene Fagon. When Eugene Fagon goes back to Nathaniel McGill and decide to spay on your United Party people, and I want you because I will stay with Eugene Fagon. And you can stand for nothing. You ain't get no moral. You ain't get no values for your. It's always got to be about support. Support. You don't do any kind of check line where you draw lines. You be going back and forth with the support. Yeah? You take Eugene Fagon, you care him. You take Costa, you care him. You take the other person, you're bringing. You ain't got no standard. For you, it's all about winning, right? That's fine. When you break up and the person ready to bring your problem also, I will stand with that person. You're not no victim. You're sign up for it, so you should enjoy it. And that's the message I want to send to everybody. If you want to go support certain people, and you think certain people right now their support will benefit you, even though you know that they are bad and not good, go there. Ain't no problem. But when you break, please don't come make it look like otherwise you get a headache. The scene where I will tell you say that board a loser, move from behind. You say you're not move from behind. You will still be waiting. When you ready to act like a loser to you, please don't come think that everybody should cry because you cry. No. The time you're enjoying honeymoon, everybody will not cry. So, me, I think I want to say about the Costa business. You leave Costa alone. Costa get ready to support whoever you want to support. Costa not hard from you that he's a tricky person, he's a crook, he's on serious. Costa not hard it from you. Costa not hard it from you. So what in here that's strange? The thing Costa doing, they're not strange thing. They're not strange thing. They're not his first time doing it. Costa flipped in 2017 on Joseph Boakai. He came back and said he will support Joseph Boakai. He supported Joseph Boakai right after the election. He went to Jowea. When he couldn't get what he wanted from Jowea, he came back to Joseph Boakai. And all of you sit down, you say, oh, Costa let it. Costa do not know like this. They're not strange thing here. You don't give people hard time, my people. You don't give people hard time. We're baking you. Costa get it right to do that. If I enjoy what Costa do, in fact, Costa will do more. Costa will do more. I enjoy Costa. Costa will do more. In fact, let me say to Costa. Costa, maybe I'll text you after the show. Say, I will send you an open invite. You need to come tell the Liberian on SKTV what's going on with Joe Ball. Because Joe Ball is saying not serious. You think Joe Ball has said, you think stand up with this one kind of tell the Liberian right now that he used to pay Joe Ball Airbnb, which we are aware of. Used to rent car for Joe Ball. I saw a guy that was stand up because he said that. I saw a guy that was stand up because he said that. And Joe Ball in bed with Stanton and all of you laughing, you're thinking it's good, it's a normal thing. So then what we should get for Costa for? I mean, sorry, yeah. I'm not here for this fully put man.
Yeah, like you said, Chief Steve, Liberian people, Liberians are their own problem. Liberians are deceitful. Liberians, they were the same Liberians that bully all around here when we fell apart with Costa. They said they had a lot to say. You know, the thing is, this is the beauty of the game that Liberians do not understand. And they will heal you when you are doing the abnormal thing because our society is not even used to doing the normal thing. Our society believes that the abnormal people are the normal people and the normal people are the abnormal people. So the society is a backward society. The wrong thing become the right thing. They were the same very supporters today. You see who are hailing Eugene Fagon were the same supporters that were saying the worst about him when he was deputy information minister, when he used to be protecting all of the wrong things that were going in this country, when he was on radio, that the same people who hailing him today were the same people that were crucifying him, but they now see him as a god. I purposely today decided to get the invitation of Costa. When he sent that invite, I honor that invite to go today to hear from him all of what he been saying. There are a lot more to discuss today. There are a lot more to discuss that we cannot see on the show here, but we'll talk after the show. You know, And this is the deceit of the society until Liberian people can realize the reality of the day. Our society will not move forward until Liberians can start to recognize what is good and what is not good. Liberia will continue to remain Liberia. And Liberia not going to burn because of Liberian own deceitfulness to themselves. The people are not true and honest to themselves. So for this reason, the society will not move forward. It will continue to go backward. And let them say whatever they want to say about our visit to Costa today. Let them say whatever they want to say. But I know myself as Cyrus, and you know me. I am a very consistent person, and nothing gonna change my support for Cummings or my loyalty for Cummings because he earned his own fortitude. But we continue to have our friends, not because of hypocritical Liberians who want to cut friendship with people that we been friends with. All the people are our friends. We'll continue to visit them if it calls to visit them. Besides, we're in a political time. And yes, so there are a lot more we discussed today. I asked a lot of tough questions. Even if Costa come on SKTV, I will ask him the same questions, and you explain the same things he said. So there are a lot more we discussed today. The visit with Costa was fruitful. Like a brother, we all wrong one another in the political space, and we fixed that today, and we apologize to one another. And he honestly admit that he wrong comments. He honestly admit that he all, Costa said that on one of his show that he was done on political motive. They were trying to destroy Mr. Coming for Ambassador Boaka, the former vice president. So it is not strange. So let the UP folks start catching feelings. Let them get out of their feelings and accept the reality of the day until the people can start being honest with themselves. They will continue to catch feelings because it is what it is. They bought into it. This is the same bitter pills. Like you groom, you groom your own bitterness, and now it come back your own master. They groom this master, and the master come right back to them. And they should not be strange that using Fagon must switch. You will flip flop, and you will come right back at them. They shouldn't be, these things are not strange. Today, these are the same people that used to be calling Stanton sedition are the same people today that hailing Stanton to be the hero of the day. So until Liberian people start to be real with themselves, Liberia will not move forward.
Yeah, that is the major problem we have. Look, if somebody was wrong yesterday, they were wrong yesterday. There is nothing wrong with you calling them out wrong, that they were wrong. But not because it benefits you temporarily, you support it. But when you go your way, then you get vexed and say everybody should get vexed with the person for what? For what? Well, leave Costa alone. Costa has right to support who he wants to support. Why are you getting vexed? Why are you getting vexed? And Eugene Fagon left Georgia and he had said all kind of thing about Georgia. When he was there, he was saying all kind of thing about it. So you're passing around, like Sarah said. Like Sarah said, you set yourselves up for failure. In the midst of everything, when they're telling you all these things, you get there with people, you're insulting, you're disregarding, you don't yield to recommendations and stuff like that. You're saying, oh, because I called Joseph, that means it will change the way I called Joseph Boaga. That means it will change that way. Me? Don't even know who you're operating with. The same way how I disagree with President Georgia. President Georgia is incompetent, he's inept. And he's a crook too, the younger version of Joseph Boakai. I said that and I stand with that. My stance have not changed because the situation has not changed. So why should I be going back and forth? So that means because Georgia didn't go to second round, automatically Georgia changed. Georgia didn't go to second round, Joseph Boakai not changed. The thing why I criticize their own, everything not changed. You're all right. You're all right. Yeah? And you're coming go face Liberia. Now you're going to face Liberia. You'll be taking side. But me, like I said, I say your man, I tell your side. When we, the neutral people, ready to write or say our thing, you come there and you think, I don't care who you are, we cool, and you think you won't get comfortable and cross lines, you won't tell me not to speak or not to speak about the issue because I take a side. When I respond to you, you will put your life together. You will put your life together. I think I see some putting passing around. You can't, and you say you're neutral, you just need to shut up. Okay. I'm waiting for me to read my post or to say my thing. Somebody can say I'm neutral, so I'm a shut up. I will respond to you. I will respond to you because you take a position and I choose not to support either. What's wrong with y'all? Who told you say people supposed to, everybody's supposed to fall in line? That and Liberia is at a crossroad, and
Yes.
or this
Yes.
Liberia is not at no crossroad. Liberia is just faced with two criminals and crooks. Simple.
Yes.
Simple. I so go settle for that. It'll be fine.
And they'll subject you because they feel that they support this side and you're supposed to support it, and that is the right thing. And this is the reason the country is not moving anywhere. The people, they know that the two choices doesn't make any change, but because they support it, they believe you're supposed to support it too. And when you don't support it, that means you are not in the interest of the country. And because they are in their feelings, they feel that you're not supposed to associate with anybody. Like I said, I remain neutral, I remain a loyal soldier of Alexander Benedict Cummings, Alice Cummings. Until Cummings says he leaves Liberian politics, then I'm off. But until then, we'll continue to speak our mind, we'll continue to make friends, we'll continue to go around with people. Then they are all Liberian, they got right. Whoever they think is hurting, let them continue to be in their feelings. Because they brought this. When we used to say these things, the people thought that, we just want to, these children are disrespectful children. But today it backfire, and they want for people, everybody to be on the same side, because they feel that the wrong majority are the right. We will not back into that. I can tell you for free. Let continue to catch feelings. Let them continue to say whatever they want to say. At their business. Liberia will not burn. Chief, Liberia will not burn. And we'll continue to speak our mind, because Liberia for all Liberians, and we all have right.
Like I keep saying before we close up, please support who you want to support. That's your right, that's your choice. Some of who now won't support anybody. Some of who will not support anybody at this point. Just be respectful of our space. Hey, Monia, what's going on? Just be respectful of our space. If we choose not to support anybody, then that crime will commit. People can abstain from the process. It is their right. Then that crime will commit. You want to support, go support. And let people know the reason why they should support or why you are supporting. That's easy. That's as easy as drinking water. But to make people know that they cause someone a trouble, or you want to censor somebody or force them to support you, that's where the issue is. And yes, people who do not support you or people who do not want to support anybody, they still have right to speak. That's our right. The whole political process is our process, because whoever you support, who you don't support, at the end of the day, based on the fraudulent elections results, wherever you go, you will end up one of the two. And more likely, so you will end up with CDC again. So making it look like, the person in opposition, they got to support it one, and we are a crossroad. We're not at no crossroad. We're not at no crossroad. Nobody should make anybody feel that we are any kind of crossroad. We're not at no crossroad. We're not at any crossroad. Don't forget about the crossroad talk. You get people that will not get no integrity talking about your crossroad. You'll get integrity before you when your post Costa behind you. You don't know Costa not get integrity? You don't know? You know Costa not get integrity now. You knew it from day one, but because it was benefiting you at the time, so you were quiet. You leave Costa alone, man. Let me tell you, I'm standing with Costa. I'm saying it, I won't be on record. I am standing with Costa. You're leaving a room alone that he right to support who he wants to support. If you don't want to agree with him, that's fine. Just stop all these vain threats, all this bullying thing that you got going on. You ain't got nothing going on for yourself. Then you won't be bullying people. You won't be threatening people all day. Like, the hell? Who died? May your God to control people? Who? You need anybody put you gotta go find something else to do, man. You ain't got nothing going on. You gotta go do jumping jacks. But to be passing around and be threatening people and making it look like, if you're not support United Party, you not love the country, and you're not patriotic. You're patriotic? All these people, man. They tell you I support Joria. I don't support Joria. I've said it, and my stance are clear. But for you to take it to the next level now, where you're going, to the point where you want to bully people and all, you want to make people feel guilty because you pick your choice. It's just like somebody go and pick one loser as a boyfriend, but they want everybody to accept that person as the boyfriend and what's more. Seriously? Seriously, you think everybody's all fall in line? Yeah, you're getting numbers. And I forget, you're getting numbers. You're well known, you're popular. You're getting numbers. So you carry that number. Why you're passing around, you're getting number? Why you want to have the number? Why you want to have the number for the Liberian people? You see how you're ungrateful? Why you want to have the numbers? You're getting numbers. The masses know you. You get Denon, you get Yombly, you get Prince Johnson, you get Jeremiah Kuhn. You're not need the Liberian people. You're not need the other person. In fact, nobody know us.
They get General Bonnicky, Joshua Bly.
Joshua Bly. That other one who passing around you want how on the canopy of gospel.
And saying rescue Soya. And they're healing him. And Liberians are healing him.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's a hero, he's a savior today.
Yeah.
For the UPist. But they want to bully other people.
Yeah. Well, Sarah, go ahead, finish your thought.
Yeah, that's how deceitful the country is. Until, like I said, from what I've learned in this 2023, it has made me more mature politically. It made me to understand that our society is the problem to itself. Our people are their own problem. Until Liberians can start being real with themselves, Liberia will not move forward. If you hear today, if you support what Liberians support, the majority, even though the majority know they are wrong, they see you as the savior. And it's what continue to destroy our society and continue to retrogress the society. Today, if Liberian can support you, Fagon, and hail him as a hero, a Liberian can hail Joshua Milton Bly, former General Bonnicky. A Liberian can, all of these people, Alex Tyler, now to see him as rescue uncle. Liberians are telling us that Alex Tyler is a rescue uncle.
Well,
I know that the society is not moving anywhere.
Well, Cyrus, the Ellis Tyler, I want to hold on a little bit because Ellis Tyler is in negotiation with the CDC as we speak to go back. Yeah, folks. One of the parties or one of the people that are aggressively moving, tomorrow we'll talk about it. One of the people that are aggressively moving that the CDC, I will not lie, they're engaging. The CDC is aggressively engaging people. That I will give it to them. They're not passing around making plan with people for not supporting their job. You like it, you can make plan with job. You can say you're not supporting or whatever. They will not come to attack you. That I will give it to them. They have learned a lot. They have made some adjustments. They are more friendly and respectful. If you don't support job, they don't have a problem with you. They will not intimidate you. They will not disrespect you. But I want a friend who feel entitled that they want to not get a problem bouncing around. Alice Tyler. Yeah. Alice Tyler is negotiating with CDC to go back. Yeah. As we speak, tomorrow we'll talk about the picture of Akko that you saw today. Akko is in a serious discussion. They almost reached the agreement. Tomorrow we're expounding to support Joria. Tomorrow, ALP will support Joria. ALP that endorsed Joseph Boaga 5 different times. They endorsing Carisburg, they endorsing Monserrato, they endorsing Kakata, they endorsing in Makibi, they endorsing in Bonjes. They endorse. Well, nothing going on. They grab Joseph Boaga and put on a car. They can't endorsing. Where could they bring back? They endorsing Joria tomorrow. Yeah. They endorsing Joria tomorrow. And from what I'm told, from what we have gathered, the firepower that coming to bring North behind your United Party people for the next 1 week and a half before the election. You will not let it. We come from your Costa. I just told one thing. I see all of you making podcasts. Everybody making small podcasts. Even people that who eat Costa ran onto the hall, we get your picture and your video there. How can you go to the mail or sit on there and man, eat a man food? Then you can't attack it, man. What's your problem? They make kafu in your stomach. So behave yourself and put your life together. I see some of my men who are saying that way. Who are saying that the Costa call the driver? I see them. They all won't be attacking you. When we put your picture of us when you're eating that man red, you're behaving. You see, You see that what a hypocrisy can start. You go to the man or the man cold, you eat a man food, you drink a liquor. Then you come back, you decide to attack that same man again because you want someone to stomach operation. Yeah, you on stomach level again. You're looking for someone that's stomach to go eat again. What is your problem? I will tell you. As a man, get integrity. Put yourself together. So friendship in there, you keep it from distance. Costa and I, we are friends. But it's a distant relationship. You know, ever see me before? I can criticize Costa. I will criticize Costa when he's wrong. But only when he get it right to support your way that he right. You're leaving alone. You're leaving. Y'all leave him. If CDC people okay with it when they own a problem come? When they own a problem come, that hey. When they own a problem come, that hey. Yeah. Y'all leave Costa alone. Costa get ready to support who you want to support. Y'all leave him. What thing in the thing that y'all got to be making plow? What thing? So all of y'all, no God politician, because I know money that God politician, what to Costa, no, Cyrus, they got a hero. See your, and Cyrus, I'm suspect you. I hope the way you went over there today, they're not called driver to you eight. Because the day these are crazy, Costa will bring your house out to your picture there. You can look at it.
Like I told you, I got nothing to her. Costa and myself maintain a relationship beyond politics, and it is my right to visit Costa as a Liberian, even in whatever time. Let United Party people get out of their feelings. We do these things because we believe that, and this is the dumbest thing. You want to take power, but you do not have the negotiation power. You feel so entitled until you disrespect everybody. You that vindictiveness. How can you want power and you can't reach out? But you believe that everybody's supposed to support you because you believe in what you believe in. That is the thing. So Costa remain a brother, and I'll visit Costa whenever I want to visit. I will criticize Costa when he do the wrong thing, and I said that to his face, and he agreed to that. So I'm not afraid. This is the reason I write whatever I want to write on Facebook. I am not afraid.
Well,
I support people by conviction. So Liberia will not point.
So we're watching y'all, and we're watching all the other men who, Costa County show we asking to get a list of everybody who ate the water that day in the picture, because we only get a couple of them. The other one, they were hiding the camera, then capture them. We will get a list. Y'all drink the men liquor. Y'all know. Y'all put your legs together. And y'all can just be passing around. They're quick to just fall in line, be friendly with people. Everybody, a man are hero. Today, using for going to good man. Today, Oben and a good people. This all the we are reject them. All the we are deployable, they want to put in one. Can you imagine, Joe, we are fire somebody and you tell that person, what wrong with you? And I saw take you serious. Joe, we are fire Eugene Fagon. Eugene Fagon at your point, man. And I'm supposed to be what I go with you. I supposed to take you serious. I'm supposed to take you serious. Joe, we are fire Eugene Fagon. Eugene Fagon that I spoke, man. And they're all passing around to the prison Eugene Fagon shamelessly. I don't want to passing around talking about Mora. Y'all get Mora. Y'all get Mora. I ain't get Mora. Your leader not even get Mora. So I know say Mora on by that part of your nothing. You're sat over there. Mo Ali, Secretary General, have Mora laws behind him to even muster the courage to say, you know what, this man will fire him until the investigation, or we, suspend him until the investigation and bring him back. No, you didn't do that. They just say you're moral people. You're moral people. Well, yeah, some of these women they're talking about, and you scuss the papi, and you do that one, you do that one. And I see some of them on other people's show commenting and cussing. I just look at them and I say, look at the hypocrite. You're moral. You got moral. Your leader ain't get no moral. Joseph Baka ain't get no moral. Costa collected money for him and carry it and take the money. And he take the money. That moral person there, your leader who can take money on cover. So when Costa saying pay your hospital bill as a whole check on it, let we not know. And we told you I said they were lying about him. And Costa saying the same thing. Also, the one who said before, the one who said that we're crazy, we don't know what we're talking. The same thing that we say, and I Costa was telling you. And we told you, I said, Joseph Boakai. Well, did that thing, man. We don't want to regurgitate some of the things we say, man. So today, because you disagree, of course, so everybody will fall in line with your confused selves and go say, oh, Costa, and yeah, I stand with Costa. I stand with Costa. I stand with Costa. Costa saying the same thing I'm saying, just saying it in a different way. That Joseph Boakai is a crook. That's it. He's saying the same thing I said. He wanted to croak the old man crowing. That's it. They just croak each other, a bunch of croaking together, and one person fee victim mass. That's it. Now Joseph Boakai fee even bigger victim mass because Costa lean hanging and went to Joey. What in here that I supposed to get there? What kind of fish I get to fry in it? What kind of fish? And they put that in job, man. They fool each other. What did happen with that one? They fool each other. Joseph Boakai fooling food. Joseph Boakai, what did happen? Eh? Joseph Boakai fool the man. The man fool Joseph Boakai. What did happen? I know God just saying that he just laughing at it and say, look at these petty crooks there. He laughing at Joe Boy, laughing at Costa, and say, look at him one. I told you you're fooling each other and put your life together like that. That means you're gonna pass around, be passing around. One year and talk. And Costa said it, he was saying, and I thought Boakai was a godsend or whatever. No, he never thought Boakai was a godsend. Costa said he's a crook. He wanted to use Joseph Boakai. Joseph Boakai using. That's how they behave. This is what they do in the name of politics. No morality, no values. They stand for nothing. That's why they're quick to switch loyalty. They're quick to support this, support that, support this, support that, support this, support that, support who? For what? The thing what I say, the thing that I said almost 3, 4, 5 years ago, that Boakai is a crook, Joey is a crook. It not changed. But I turn around and say I endorse Joey. You're crazy. You're really crazy for you. You think I'm desperate to identify with certain group of people? You're crazy to ask somebody to go support them. When the situation changed, I will support either one of them. The situation has not changed. What didn't change 5 years ago? What didn't change? What did Joey do that change? What did Joseph Boakai did that change? Tell me, I beg you. You tell me. In fact, Joseph Boakai exacerbated the situation. Those of you who call yourself so-called advocates then. Oh, you're not advocating for what economic crime over Prince Johnson?
And let me inject something quickly. Let me inject something quickly. You can hear me? These very people today, when we talk about moral, these very
Cyrus is having.
You can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Yeah, I said these very people, when the men who they call Rescue 2 today, the Rescue 2 are still in bed with this.
Cyrus is having technical difficulty here. Sorry, having some technical problems. The next we'll be out of here by the next 2 minutes. We've gone 2 hours and 22 minutes. We'll be out of here in the next 2 minutes or so. Cyrus is 2 hours and 23 minutes. I mean, we'll make it 2 hours 25. Let me say this, my people. If you want to be neutral in this election, be neutral. There's nothing wrong. You're not committing no crime. In fact, when you're neutral, say you have voice. So that when these people come to power based on a corrupt means, like they have done, they've corrupted the election results. Anyone that come to power, you can have the moral ground to criticize them. Don't put yourself on record for trying to support any one of them, because they are not, any one of them will not do anything to change anything. I say it. They will not do. I challenge them. They will never. Let them shock me. Let them shock me. Let anyone else shock me to do the right thing. It's not in Jowia's will to do what is right. It is not in Joseph Boakai's will to do what is right. It is not. It is not. There's not a record of both of them doing what is right or standing up for what is right. I challenge both of them. I challenge both of them. The records do not prove that they can stand up for what is right. The records don't prove it. If that record were there, then Jowia would have held the Ellen Johnson government feet to fire. Even when they rigged the election, 2005, 2011, John Weah wouldn't have taken court behind closed door. And Joseph Boakai was part of the meeting. Joseph Boakai was part of the deal. Who tell you Joseph Boakai? I don't know what went on. They tell you that today Joseph Boakai been a crook. Joseph Boakai been crooking before some of you, your parents were even born. He been a crook. And now they want he's seizing in it. And so pass it around and go sit down and waste my time with you. That means he'll waste my time with you. That means he'll get offended when you tell me, say, oh, I caused the papi, I disrespect what I want. You moral person. You moral person. The fact that you even support that crook, show me that you're not moral person, you're not serious. You're not no moral person. So go sit down somewhere. You want to tell somebody that it cost somebody, maybe you need to look in your family and look at yourself. That you're the first people that are causing the Liberian people and disrespect. I said Joseph Boakai a crook. I will never change it. I will never erase that because that is fact. And I will continue to say as long as I live. I see. I'm not seeing as somebody who's serious. You're not serious, man. You know how many opportunities you had to do right by the Liberian people into it. That means we'll go behind close and go play politics. Me, I own your thing. I'm here to deceive anybody. The day I have the opportunity to count the air, I will stick with the facts and the issues. You want to say I'm disrespectful to your business? I don't care. I don't care. I saw somebody writing, oh, honor your father and your mother, and then they can just use Ballot to just talk funny thing. They don't even know what you mean. Oh, honor your father and your mother. Okay, they will agree that honor your father and your mother. Joseph Boakai, my pa, my mama. Exactly. So I honor my father and my mother so that me I will live long. My pa who born me, my mama who born me, I honor both of them. So that me I will live long. Saying you want to do it biblically and literally. I'll go sit down somewhere, man, talking about your moral people. Your follow bunch of crook, then I mean yours will be on the same level. I honor my mom and my pa who born me. I go out my mom, in fact, I'm blessed. That's why I can't go nowhere I suffer. Now you're suffering because you're following people who will suffer your people. When we tell the children your pastor, the person rude and he disrespectful, and that when they want to see the other fat one of the BB head and those fluffy boys and passing around, those two stupid idiot. But I will get for them. I'm waiting. I will get with those fluffy boys in Minnesota there. Those two fluffy confused boys with their head looking split in the middle. I will get with them. I've been cooking this thing for them. I will address them. Those two fluffy confused one end. Those confused fluffy boys. Or when they sit on their head and follow the whole camera, I will get with them. Don't worry. Fluffy boys, I will deal with fluffy boys. I wouldn't let the election finish. Anyway, bouncing around, I didn't frisk it. They're picking. I'm picking. I will show you that I'm picking too. Yeah. Me, I will show you that I'm picking fluffy boys. They will carry the video to you. Fluffy boys, the one I go for you, I will come for you. I will get two of your fluffy boys. Those two fluffy boys, I will get them right after the election. I will gather fluffy boys. Fluffy boys, I will gather them. I will gather fluffy boys. Trust me. Trust me. They have no clue. Trust me. I will gather fluffy boys. Fluffy boys. When I position fluffy boys, when they come and in somewhere, they will find someone that continue to put out a BB head in. They will croak them. They will lie there. They will win against. And then we let it get busy. I will gather fluffy boys. I just want to make sure that I'll be on the record. I promise that I will get it. I want to make sure I'll be on the record. They know who they're messing with. They know who they're messing with. But I'll gather them. I'll gather both fluffy boys. I will. But anyway, folks, tomorrow we'll be back. Tomorrow we'll be back. Don't be afraid to be neutral. There's nothing wrong. In fact, you get more neutrality when you're standing for something. Your neutrality alone shows that you are standing for something. Your neutrality, it shows that you are standing against something. Yeah, your neutrality. Don't be afraid to be neutral. Labrador is not no crossroad. Labrador is in the middle of a quagmire with two criminals and crooks. That's it. Labrador is not at no crossroad. Don't even let anybody make you think that Labrador is on a crossroad because they want emergency to come to power to steal. So today or tomorrow, we can be in the same quagmire. Then they can say, oh, and I order you put in there. And I order you supporting them and put in there. That means I'll put myself on record supporting criminals and to come to power. Me. Even if the whole world want to support them, you go support them. I am neutral. But in my neutrality, I will continue to oppose both of them in my neutrality and state the reason why I'm neutral. Yes, I will continue to do that. And if you're not like it, you my friend on Facebook, keep it moving. Bon voyage. Go. You. Some of you say on Facebook, I don't talk to you. Me, I've never spoken with you before. I don't want to speak to you. I don't care who you are. You don't care who I am. Let's keep it moving. And so, what thing I want to do make me say, I don't know you. I've never met you. There are a couple of people on Facebook I care about because at least I've met them. We've connected, we've bound. We've created some bonds. But some of you who I've never met before, I will never meet. What thing has to be afraid of. So it is okay to be neutral when you have two options that are bad. This idea that Liberian passing around, oh, lesser or too evil, evil that evil, yeah. Evil not get less and not get lesser. Evil that evil, don't let nobody fool you. Oh, and let's just speak between them. The fact that you recognize and identify as a grown man and a woman, that these two things are evil, and you decide to choose one, something not wrong with the two evil, something wrong with you. How can you see evil and go choose one of it? Then you say, will not be evil. How can you see evil? You pick one. Then you say, you don't expect evil from it. How? The United Party people agree that they are the lesser evil, according to them in the head. The Jowiya government agree that they are evil too, but they are lesser than the United Party. You get two evil in front of you, then you say you went pick for a morning, but then you expect good. Y'all go support them. Y'all go support them. Please, y'all go support them. Hold it there. We will, yes, my Oma. We will abstain and we'll make the case for what we abstain, and we'll tell our children, our grandchildren, we'll tell Liberian, we'll tell the word. Why we couldn't support both. We'll do that. And we'll do that proudly and boldly. With both faces. We'll do that. We will not shy away. In fact, the fact that we are even speaking boldly the way we are speaking is a sense that we still have hope and we trust that one day the right thing will be done. But we cannot settle for less at this time because the right thing not done. The day you hungry mean greedy because I want for the right thing to be done, I go bring another group of criminals there, or I'm support one and there already. So hungry not mean greedy. But anyway, that hold it test more. Yeah, that hold it test more. The show is about to be over. That hold it test more. And the song here for the day, that hold it test more, folks. All the United Party people that run away, they think I come here or you Jowiya people. I mean, just will be on stupid level.
If like my boom making you fire, hold it there. Anything you into, hold it there. Now Osmo giving you my, hold it there. Anything you into, hold it there. If that my story can put all your prayer, hold it there. Olive, anything you into, hold it there. If she cooking and giving you food, hold it there. Anything you into, hold it there. I thought you. The way eat where you, drink where you, they drag where you, boy, you don't know that. The way eat where you, drink where you, they drag where you, boy, you don't know that. If I'm a boom making you fire, hold it there. Anything you into, hold it there. Now Osmo giving you my, hold it there. Anything you into, hold it there. If that my story can put all your prayer, hold it there. Olive, anything you into, hold it there. If she cooking and giving you food, hold it there. Anything you into, hold it there. I thought you. like my boom making you fire, hold it, yeah. Anything you into, hold it, yeah. Now what's more giving you my, hold it, yeah. Anything you into, hold it, yeah. If that my story can put all your breath, hold it, yeah. Olive, anything you into, hold it, yeah. If she cooking and giving you food, hold it, yeah. Anything you into, hold it, yeah. I
Folks, let's have a good weekend. We'll be back tomorrow. I gotta go. We have a meeting today here in Arizona for the Liberian Association, so I gotta run and get ready for that meeting. But thank you so much for always following, sharing SKTV. Let's take this music from the beginning. Hold it tight. Anything you into, hold it tight. Even if you on the side wherein you're not supporting nobody, you're neutral. If you're on the neutrality side, hold your side tight. Don't check. Because I feel the government, they hold our side tight. The poor who pick Gonglo pick where you need Joseph Boaka. Let Gonglo hold it tight. Any side P hold it tight. Whatever's going on, hold it tight. Y'all have a good night.
If like my boom making you fire, hold it, yeah. Anything you into, hold it, yeah. Now what's more giving you my, hold it, yeah. Anything you into, hold it, yeah. If that my story can put all your breath, hold it, yeah. Olive, anything you into, hold it, yeah. If she cooking and giving you food, hold it, yeah. Anything you into, hold it, yeah. They will eat with you, drink with you, they drag with you, but you don't know that. They will eat with you, drink with you, they drag with you, but you don't know that. If I'm a boom making you fire, hold it, yeah. Anything you into, hold it, yeah. Now what's more giving you my, hold it, yeah. Anything you into.